Welcome to my stables. I'm the DM of Vote, and welcome back to Echoes of the Past. The last two parts were one and the same, where the party realized that they have burned the correct body, as Karis oh so politely said. That sick psychopath basically skinned both the bodies of the princess and Gramil, swapped them, and painted them over twice. So they burned Gramil's body, but his skin is still walking around, minus his hand, that has now been deemed handsy by Korik. And Keith realized he forgot the crystalline sword that he made as a memento, and the party ran into Ash. Now, everyone except for Kirish and Amora didn't really know who this person was. All that the party saw was Kirish losing his absolute mind, running towards this Ash character, as this Ash is what led to the destruction of Misa, of his hometown. Keith eventually got everyone to calm down, and then Amora, just something snapped in her, and she decided to take matters into her own hands and start attacking on Ash, which sent him into a feral state. Went to put her through a hole. Kira summoned a man-bear pig to help with Amora's rescue, and Amora decided to let Corellin come through, and not only did she take away Ash's means of hunting, but she also whisked him off into some weird place. We left off with Eastrel taking everybody except Kirish and Amora back to the city, and Kirish and Amora are sitting in the desert as Kirish examines the blade. Kirish, what are you looking for exactly for this blade?
It's a mix of just looking at the inscribed runes and but it's more staring off, doing other thinking. He just tried to kill the man that killed his entire being, and then tried to save him, and then failed in doing both of them. So it's a little confusing at the moment.
Amora gets up and places herself behind you, leaning her head against the middle of your bag, and she starts fanning her wings to keep the two of you cool. She doesn't really say a whole lot, though.
After a while, without really moving, he's gonna say, you really should focus on yourself getting better. At least a lot more than what you have.
Well, it is going to take some time before I'm back 100%. I'm still questioning to why I'm not 100% yet. If she's all that mighty and powerful.
Because they're not. I'm seeing more and more evidence. I don't know how things are going to turn out at the end of this, but we can't afford not to take care of ourselves.
That's true. You're not wrong. Partially why I've taken up drawing again to, I guess, start the healing process, to distract myself.
Look, I know the emotional pain, the mental, it's not going to go away that easily. But you can focus on the physical part, at least for the time being.
Easier said than done. I've ate my fill, but still feel like haven't even touched a single bite. It's annoying, really.
Yes, well, I can only imagine how much energy those wings actually use.
I've played smart, not a whole lot. Usually I just let the wind carry me and only really need to use them when I need to accelerate or maneuver a different direction.
Either way, if there's some way we can help, perhaps you need more nutrient-rich food or something, but just say something. He's gonna start, like, twirling the blade around in his hand with the blade pointed down. Little rays of light reflecting off of the blade onto the sand.
Kirish, the one thing that I do need is just to forget. Forget what happened in the past since I was taken.
You know, strangely enough, I had that luxury of not knowing who I was, who my friends were, who my allies were, let alone who my enemies were. And yet, oddly enough, I was still driven back into knowing. Albeit, my memory loss wasn't of my own volition. But I don't think I would do that again if I had a choice. Not knowing who you are is not something you want. Believe me, I've been there.
Oh, not my entire memory, just that part.
Yes, yes, I know what you mean. But even still, just that part. It's become a part of you. Turn into something that fuels you. Something that drives that fire inside of you.
With that line of thinking, it sounds like we're all going to turn barbarians at some point.
If we end up half as good in combat as Rhea, we'll all be a force to be reckoned with.
She scoffs and you feel her shake her head against your back. I've faced an entire undead army with a little under half of the Gulen's force at my command. Felt like a one-woman army. And now I just see one person from that castle and I was useless.
No. I'm right there beside you, literally. Yep, felt pretty useless myself.
Kirish, you just didn't stand there with your... Well, you don't have feathers, but you weren't shaking in your boots. You didn't try to flee.
Forgive me, I try and shake and my runes follow where my head go.
She gives a small little chuckle.
Oh. We really should go and... It was nice just to take a moment, though. And now back to reality.
She sits up and she gets up and offers you a hand to help get up.
He'll take it as a formality, but he doesn't actually use her leverage to get up. He just holds her hand more or less as he gets up.
As you're holding her hand, you can feel the slight tingle of residual magic. You don't really feel it. I mean, you haven't really felt it with Sage because you don't really touch Sage, but it's that tingle of those that are still new with magic, still learning. She isn't sparking like she normally is, but she has a look on her face that is between almost like an indecisive look on her face.
Before you ask, no, you aren't taking us back. I've got this one. He's gonna summon a hippogriff.
Well, then just take the question right out of my mouth, why don't you?
I'm not going to just... I doubt you can even carry yourself.
She kind of like sniffs dramatically. Is that a challenge I smell?
If you're smelling anything, it was probably Bert before he left.
She laughs, and you haven't heard this laugh in a very, very long time. If it smelled anything like Bert, I think we'd be retching by now.
By the gods, that poor man. How does he stand it? Oh. gonna walk over to the hippogriff and put out a hand towards her.
She'll take it. And I'm assuming it's to help her get on the hippogriff.
Yeah.
She takes it and she gets on the hippogriff. Do you sit in front of her or behind her?
Behind her.
As you sit down, her wings are a little stiff. And you can see like the tips of her ears like quivering. Kind of, like, not quivering, but more like twitching. Kirish, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh, God. If you've done something absolutely, truly horrible, can you wait until after we kill this dog shithead?
No, it's nothing horrible.
Oh, wonderful. What is it?
I made an ultimatum with Corellin.
You made an ultimatum with a goal. Oh, this should be good.
Well, for whatever reason, she chose to inhabit myself, so my body, my rules.
Not for them.
Well, she's apparently stated that she can't be on her own. She's apparently not strong enough. Well, the thing is if she ever breaks out without my say-so, she won't have a vessel to worry about that anymore.
Interesting ultimatum. However, I doubt she's going to allow you to do that. She can already take over whenever she wants.
But it's a struggle for her.
Might be a struggle, but doesn't mean she doesn't succeed.
I may be broken, but I still have my resolve. But if she does take control before I can keep up my end of the ultimatum, I'd like one of you to do it.
Don't worry. We'll figure something out.
She seems to visibly relax, and she leans back up against your chest, and before you know it, she's out.
Yeah, that's not surprising. He just holds on to her a bit tighter as they're heading to town.
In silence, the party flies to the city. Eastrel drops you off and slips back into the desert sands. And when you reach the bottom of the stairs, there is Ishtalk and the leaders of the broken churches. Kind of just lounging about, but definitely waiting for you guys. Oh, Lady Rhea, Masters Bert and Garik. Where's Lady Emora and Master Kirish?
They're taking the long way home. They wanted some time just to discuss things with each other, so they decided to walk it home.
He has like a shitting grin on his face. CC.
No, 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 not like that. Uh, Given what just happened out there, probably more to do with that whole situation and guessing their past. I think. I know, apparently it was someone from their past.
His brows furrow in confusion as he tilts his head. What happened?
There's a lot saying that. I don't know if it translates too well outside of Ilya. Being visited by a ghost from your past. Essentially, that happened for them. Person responsible for destroying their home village, their hometown, turned up.
Still
Well,
here? Or dead?
blown away on the winds.
He looks to Bert. Did he bum rum? Explode?
No, 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 no. I haven't had the chance to do that quite yet.
Hmm.
Corellin actually got her hands on me first.
Not know who is.
My goddess.
He blinks a couple times. So. Horse God?
I'm. She's gonna pause for that. Just look behind her. Look back. I've not been a centaur for some time. Oh, right. First time I was here, you probably would have been too young the first time we visited to remember. No, I was originally like this when we first came here. All that time back, that's where the statue of me is of an elf.
Hmm. So.
She's the goddess of elves.
Oh. See now, yes. So, gods do watch. Gods do help. Not called like servants.
Well,
Yes.
it's a complicated situation, I suppose, especially currently with her.
Hmm.
As for
Well,
the rest of the gods, I'm not too sure. Seems to be much like with a lot of the councils and such. They're tied up with having to run things past everyone.
not pressed with big, mighty, white god. Seems like servant boy, come only when called.
Servant boy?
Hmm. Never answered prayers, only came when fallen ruler called.
Oh, right. She's just
Um,
gonna kind of like get a bit of a slight grimace on her face. Gods unfortunately do like to show favoritism, I guess.
would think favorite whole city, not just child. Makes God self child.
I mean, from what we've seen of them arguing back and forth between each other, you're not too far off. Don't get me wrong, that includes my own.
Gods sound more like strong wibbly wobblies than gods.
Wibbly wob?
He like wiggles his fingers in an imitation of someone doing magic.
Oh, magic people. I suppose. I don't know, there's definitely something more to him beyond that. But I guess that's just what happens when you live long enough. That's coming from a race that can live like up to 1,000.
Hmm. God's weird. Never relied on self and others. Not something seen or easily talked to.
From my experience, relying on higher powers such that just makes you more reliant on them in the future. Relying on yourself and your fellow person. That is more reliable.
Yes.
I
Speaking
mean,
of reliable, we did people vote.
and?
Yeah.
Or is this something that you'd probably want to wait for everyone else to be here for?
Since Lady Imora on list to rule need wait for her.
I have no idea how long they're going to be, given the state that, well, the physical state Amora is currently in and the mental state that they're both probably in right now. Add on the fact that it is them too. Maybe give them a couple of hours at least. Don't question if they've got sand all over them. That's none of my business.
He starts giggling. About time, Master Kirish. Show emotion. Good for Lady Imora to admit feelings. Good sense. Before taken.
There's... I don't know if they'll be in the mood for that, but never say never. I guess I don't know them too well for that. There's certain things that Karish just keeps close to his chest, I guess. Speaking of, I should probably go check on Sage after this.
Darling, gently bops on the top of your head and kind of nods his head like everything's okay.
Still asleep?
He nods.
I'll let her sleep.
As you say this, Kirish and Amora, you hear the flap of wings and a light blue accented hippogriff comes floating down the stairs. And there is Kirish holding Amora, who's leaned back against his chest, and she looks like she's just waking up.
I know I was expecting you to make some kind of entrance, but I wasn't expecting that kind of entrance.
It's all about showmanship. Come on, Rhea.
Showmanship is arriving on the palm of a dragon.
Ha! Sure, if you have nothing to do for yourself.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I can't cast magic. Right on Darling? Darling's not big enough.
Oh, you just beat some poor bird into submission. There, you
You
gotta
may
get
want
creative.
to, you may want to be careful with your wording there, given Emoru is literally passed out in your arms.
I'm waking up.
I had nothing to do with that, and she should be I swear I didn't bore her to death.
Mm-mm. You didn't. What'd we
You s-
miss?
When you say bore, please tell me you mean as in, you know, the over talking
Unentertained.
situation and more the other.
Not, yeah. Giggity, giggity.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if she's in any state for that.
Oh, you
You
lot.
bunch of horny fucks. That's Cork's job. Get your faces out of the rain
Since
suit.
when are you letting Korik do that to you?
Where do you think my face has been?
In the dirty side of your mind.
No.
And she stretches, and as she stretches, Kirish, your view of everything is blocked by white feathers. And when she lets her wings down, she sits up, and everyone except for Kirish can see her face. It is that of and oddly looks familiar to Sage of I just woke up and I hate it. Why is everyone here gathered at the statues?
You're on about us, this is where we quite literally just got dropped off. If you're on about everyone else in town, sounds like the vote has been cast.
Oh?
Given that you are one of the nominees, and so is Carrick, but Carrick's already here, we had to wait.
Korik, I need you to roll me a D100.
Alright. 37.
Raises his hand and flicks it forward, and you see Don carrying an envelope. And he opens the envelope, and his eyes widen in surprise. Well, it's a tie.
It's a tie.
A tie between Ishtok and Amora.
Huh.
Master Kirish, your idea begin with what do with tie?
Well, you have a tie. Why not recast the vote with only those people?
Or why not both? After all, if Amora is going to be traveling with us, someone needs to stay here to be able to lead.
I think recast is best idea.
Kirish just kind of looks down to Amora. Doesn't really say anything, but his look is like, I really don't want to let her go.
Will take couple hours to get more votes. We'll send message for you when ready. Before you run, put your votes in. And he holds open a box, which is empty.
Do we get a vote if we're not from here?
People of Tarn and Broke vote. They
But I'm
live.
neither from Tarn nor Broke. I'm from Ilia.
Yes, but I really don't think we should have a say in the leadership here. That. Hmm. Especially since some of us are candidates.
Obviously, people on paper no vote, but Master Girish, you live here long ago.
Yes. If anyone wishes to, that's prerogative. I won't stop you.
If need time think, okay, can add your counts at end.
If you wish. And Ishtalk.
Hmm. What need?
I don't need anything. You've done quite well. You've done exceptionally well. Good on you. Truly. You've grown a lot.
Just followed instruction when time of need, when lost in what do.
Yes, I know. But you've done a lot of growing, even outside of one order. It's heartening and yet upsetting. Because war does that.
World not nice place, but find right people. World better place. Yes.
No, it isn't a nice place, you're right. But still, you're doing exceptionally well.
He gives a deep bow. And he turns to the crowd. Must cast vote. Again. Form. Line. Right. Name. And people grumble. No grumbles. Just do. Takes 2 seconds. Oh, this is going to sound very, odd. But since we'll have a couple hours to kill, I need to ask you all a favor.
Favor.
Hmm.
I am in need of new armor. Would you allow me to borrow some gold off of you so I could purchase some? She is looking down at the base of the neck of the hippogriff with her hands in her lap and her wings a little drooped.
I mean, the gold's not a problem, but why do you need new armor?
Let me check my purse. In the meantime, here, Amora, have a drink.
She looks at the bottle. What is it?
It's just some rum. Have a drink with me.
She narrows her eyes suspiciously. You're casually giving away rum. The source of your bumradic.
I'm sorry. No, no, no. I misspoke. It's dwarven rum. It was a gift, and I wanted to share it with you.
What's the difference? What's so special about dwarven rum?
Well, you know, dwarves, they take their time and they age things, and this is aged and made with more, I want to say, better ingredients and more care. You'll find that it's far superior to that crap that makes me crap.
They also shoot fire out of their arse.
Nope, that's just me.
I doubt it's just you.
Well, okay, but yeah. So anyways, I just wanted to share a drink with you. And pretty sure it'll make you feel better too. Maybe it'll, I don't know, put on some hunger or some appetite curbing properties, maybe.
She just raises a slow brow.
You said you were hungry all the time, right?
Appetite curbing is the last thing I need.
Well, I didn't like fulfilling, not curbing. Like maybe it'll fill you up, give you that full feeling
Albert,
that you
you're
desire.
really trying to push this.
I'm.
Has anyone else
If
drinking
you
out of
don't,
this?
yes, if you don't want to drink it, it's fine. I won't. I'm not forcing you to do so. I just wanted you to have a drink with me.
I've
I-
drunk out of it. Well, have had a glass of it.
You had a glass. It was good, yeah.
I believe Korik also did as well.
believe I've had a shot as well.
And nothing bad happened?
He, looks himself over. Well, I'm in one piece yet. I haven't blown fire out of my arse.
It's
Unless it's by
fine,
the-
Amora. It's
Un-
fine. I figured by now you would trust me.
Unless it's summoned up and no, nothing bad's happened.
Here's
Uh,
the thing, Bert.
I did burn you one time, and that was totally on accident. I'm still so sorry about it.
When you say
Korik's
when,
learned to levitate and has grown the third eye, but nothing bad's happened.
when you say burn you, she has the bottle and she kind of just like crosses her arms, but you can tell she's trying to cover up most of the chains. The chain burns on her body.
Oh fuck! I put my foot in my mouth. Yes, well, the rum is absolutely delicious. I think you'll find it to be some of the best crafted rum that you've ever tasted.
She uncorks the bottle and gives it a sniff. It smells like water.
I mean, I
mean, when I
can't
had it-
describe to it. It doesn't. It's unique. That's all I can say.
When I had a drink of it, there was hardly any burning or anything like that.
No, it's not
It went
unpleasant
down
at
quite
all.
smooth. Also felt oddly faster than I normally do after drinking it.
Well, if it is as special as you say, she's going to cork it and hand it back to you. Let's save it for a time of celebration. And she kind of like moves her head, moves her body so she's looking at Kirish at the side of her eye. When I'm back to 100%. And I'm able to fly Kirish on my own.
Okay.
He just kind of chuckles and smiles at her.
Well, have it your way then. I'll put it away. And I'll just be like, well, the gold's all in the bag of holding, so I don't have it on me, and I can give you whatever you need out of my portion. I'm sure that nobody else here would mind helping you get more new armor.
No, not really. I don't mind. How much would a new set even cost?
She shrugs. I'm not familiar with the prices here.
Let me rephrase. Something durable enough to actually last 5 minutes with you in it.
That
She
sounds like expensive.
she sits side saddle so her legs are drooping over the side of the hippogriff as she fully looks at you.
Look, I'm just saying you're hard to contain.
You're kind of hard on things, Amora. You tend to get yourself in some pickles sometimes.
Bert and Rhea, you won't be able to see this because of the way that she's angled, but Korik and Kirish, you can see a quick flash of pain as Bert compliments her strength. Still, it wouldn't hurt to visit the blacksmith. See what his prices are.
Very well. If you don't have any idea in mind, we can just go ourselves. Does anyone have any plans? Are we...
No, off the top of my head, no.
Alright. Well, why don't we go take a trip over there now? Get it over with.
She smiles and she reaches her hand up and lightly pats you on the cheek with her fingers. She cups your face and then just moving her fingers, she taps your face. Good. Carry on, noble steed.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Noble steed.
Nay, motherfucker.
Fast travel to the blacksmith shop. In the back. You enter the blacksmith shop and you can hear the faint sound of an anvil or a hammer to an anvil.
They must be in the back.
Wow! I never would have guessed.
Maybe they're out voting.
They could be making nails.
Oh, God.
Amora starts looking around. And she's going to the heavy armor. And she shakes her head. You just see her walking around the shop. And the ringing stops and you hear footsteps approaching. Oh, it's Master Bert.
Yeah, seems I'm here a lot lately.
I mean, this is the first time you've entered my shop, and the second time I've seen you. And I see you've brought the rest of Gondra with you.
I just meant in shops in general. I seem to be in shops in general a lot lately. As I was... Yeah. Never mind. Long story. Anyways, we're here to inquire about some armor.
What kind are you looking for?
I'll just look at them more. You're up.
Kira's just gonna pipe up. Something light enough and yet strong enough to say, withstand a dragon's fire and impacting the earth. You have anything like that?
He slowly looks at you. The only thing that could deal with fire, and any of that sort of amount of damage would be Dragonhide itself.
Well, we got scales, if that counts.
I don't want to know how you got those, but gods above bless you. If you're willing to part with them, I'll gladly.
Kirsch, while he's saying this, Kirsch is actually going to pull out a single scale of each color.
Omara walks over and looks at him. I can pick?
Why not a bit of all of them?
I mean,
You are a bit of a wild card on this team, so I don't know. I think a rainbow of color would suit you quite well.
I also don't want to look like a rainbow threw up on me either. Or Sage just color sprayed my ass.
Why not look like what you're already going to look like anyways? You know you're going to get hit by that at some point.
She slowly blinks. You have to sleep at some time, Kirish. Just remember that.
Yes. And I look forward to it.
She blinks a little bit quicker, not expecting that. Either way, I do have somewhat of a reputation to maintain.
Yeah, if you prefer one color, there you go.
She's looking. I like this one. The colors shine off of it oh so nicely. And she picked Hadwin scales.
Figured. He's going to hold the black scale in his hand, put the others away. Yes. They are quite beautiful, aren't they? He
How did
kind
you-
of takes a moment and stares at it.
How'd you come across this scale?
These, as he produces more of them out of the bag, are from Hadwin, a dragon that Eldridge had within his home.
Are you sure I can use these?
Perhaps when Hadwin sees them again, may jog some memories loose in her head.
She solemnly nods, and the blacksmith Sonus looks.
Yeah, how many will you need?
Well, we'll have to take some measurements. So, let's see. He kind of looks at the scales, looks at Amora, looks at the scales, looks at Amora. With her size and all, I'd only need 10. Do you want a shield? And she looks to you, Kirish, for approval.
He's just gonna like, for a weird look. What are you looking at me for? Answer the man.
You're the one paying for it and supplying the materials.
Answer the man. Do you want a damn shield or not?
Yes, a shield would be quite lovely. Alright, then. I'll need 15 then.
Very well. Going to hand him 15.
Alright, Miss Amora, if you'll follow me, I'll have you get your measurements and then you'll be free to Do whatever. Give me a couple hours. You can work this in a couple hours. I'm not a master smith for nothing. Oh, by the way.
Amora,
Oh, go ahead.
Amora, do you have a weapon?
I have my rapier. That's probably seen better days, but I have my rapier.
Why don't you hand him over your sword as well? Get some repairs.
She undoes the loop and she hands over the sword. He sets the dragon scales on a shelf and he looks at the sword. How the hell did this not break? I know how to wield it. I would say by the chips and the cracks going along, yeah, you do. What are you trying to do? Stab a golem? Gods, lady.
Yes, Amora can be quite harsh on our equipment, but when you see her in action, you can see why most equipment doesn't hold up to her standards.
You think she's rough on the sword? You should see the shield.
You should see the other guy.
You should see the rats.
He's
Rats. Where's rats? Rats.
as she holds her blade, the sheath of her blade, she smiles fondly. I do remember that day. I wonder if that imprint is still on the ground.
I'm fairly certain your ass mark will be forever implanted in the earth.
Excuse me, sir, that was my shield.
Sure, yes.
Let's see. You know what? I got something in mind, and Master Butch, when you come back, your chain is waiting for you. It's just going through the final process. So by the time this is all done, your thing will be done too.
Indeed.
Oh, do you work with enchanted, enchantment, I suppose?
Nah, magic's not my thing. We haven't had an enchanter here since Great Master Eldridge.
Yes, I'd thought as much, but figured I'd ask.
You could try some of, one of those frog people. They might know a little bit more.
Come to think of it, how do amphibian folk actually live out here?
With the barrier, it keeps most of the heat off of them. They normally stay inside doors, so...
Oh, it must be incredibly uncomfortable for them. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some sort of enchantments keeping them moist.
Hey, how much of that dragon scales you got left?
Yeah,
You have 15 left.
probably got about 15 or so left. Why?
Well, I was gonna ask if how much it would take to maybe make a set of what are those gauntlets? Because I'm
Yeah,
kind of
you would.
jealous of Ria's gauntlets because they look pretty badass. Figure if I could
Gauntlets
get
go
'em-
shika.
if I could get them to match my helmet with maybe a couple of those scales into a set of gauntlets, I could be cool like Ria.
You
You
can try.
know, there's enough of them down there. Do we want to try and get all of us armor made?
Not a bad idea.
If you want your entire party to be outfitted in these scales, it's gonna take a lot more than a few hours. It's probably gonna take the whole day.
Look, buddy, alright? I
You take your
expect to have to
time.
pay for this, alright? That's fine. That is perfectly fine. However, how would you be willing to do all of this and get some more dragon scales out of it?
What do you mean, get more scales?
For you, for your own you. Material wise?
I'm not going out there and asking the dragons out there for their extra shed. I'm a snack.
He just
I know what he
blinks
meant.
at him. Sir, I'm not asking you to do that. No, I can get you some elsewhere. Would this be something you'd be interested in?
It would be nice, yes.
Alright then. I'll get you those scales. Now, before we leave and come back again at some point today, does anyone else need anything?
Nothing comes to mind.
Ah,
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to go collect up some more scales and, gods. Do we need anything else from the house?
No, I don't think so.
Alright then. I will go and try not to disturb Sage as though I could actually wake her up. And he's going to set off for the house.
Does anybody follow Kirish?
I mean, we've got
yeah, I
nothing
guess
else
go
to do.
back to the house.
Given everything that happened out there, so the other servers could probably use the time just to unwind, I guess.
Unless Rhea wants to go rounds again. Teach me more of the ways of the world and of the barbarian.
Given everything we've just been through out there, could it wait?
Oh yeah.
As you're all walking towards the house, you feel. Well, everyone except Rhea can feel tingling in the air. Someone's casting magic. And you start to hear Riku, Mushu, and Keith yelling after you, but you can't really hear them that well. It sounds like they're talking through water, and the scene around you almost turns like you are in water. Some of the citizens see this, and Ishtok runs to whatever this is.
How?
So I don't feel like the tingling, but do I see the
Oh
other
yeah,
effects?
yeah. Once it's the you'd be able to tell something's wrong by the water talking.
How
Is-
quickly do we realize this?
About 2 seconds after the tingling, as soon as they start speaking in warbled voices.
Can I
Is
have
everyone-
Kirish? Can I have Kirish yell to Bert to cast a spell?
You can, Bert. You need to roll a listen check to see if you actually hear him.
28.
You are able to discern through the warbles that you hear Karish to yell dispel. And as soon as he finishes yelling, everybody sees Karish just kind of like evaporate within this bubble. And you see the people of Gula and Broke throwing magic up against this barrier, and they're not doing anything. It's like the magic is either being absorbed or being bounced off it. People are swinging their weapons against it. And nothing's happening.
So it isn't just me that's seeing this, right? You're all
If you are
seeing this?
responding to Rhea, you need to roll a listen check. Bert, as you try to cast Disperse Magic, your magic does release, but as it does, the magic seems to get absorbed. What was your listen check?
16.
You can barely hear Rhea. The only thing you can hear is saying this, right? And then Rhea, you see Bert disappear. The same way Kirish did.
Okay, is this an effect from? Is Amora still there?
Do you turn around to look back the way you came?
Yes.
It almost feels like you're cocooned in bed sheets because it's very hard for you to move. And the last thing you see before your vision fades is a mixture of horror and rage on her face as she is doing everything she can. And you can start to see the bruising upon her pale skin as she's beating on this bubble. She's even using her wings to smack at the bubble. And the last thing you see that you are able to see is her screaming the word no.
I think that dwarven ale is starting to hit.
Korg, is there anything you want to try, or do you just accept your fate and go along with the others?
I'll just go along.
Korg, you just look at everyone dissipating. And you keep calm, because Solus, you can feel the panic start to rise in Solus, but with your calmness, Solus begins to calm down. And you also dissipate. As the scene transitions, the bubble fades, people banging against the bubble fall forward like it didn't exist, and Amora falls to her knees to the center. Why? Every single time we're separated! Amora, it's okay, they'll be fine. It's not okay, Riku! For once in your life, actually show some fucking worry! There's no need to. Don't you dare tell me there's no need to get angry. You don't have to worry. You're not in the condition. Enough, Riku. Not everyone's lives as happy-as-go-lucky as yours. You might be wearing a mask to hide all of this, but if you've been through the shit I have, I think your outlook on life would be a bit different. Out of my way. And she flings Riku out of the way with her wing. Yo, Amora, take a fucking chill pill. There's no need to act out like this. Shut the hell up, you blue dwarf. I'm an Arctic dwarf, thank you very much, Ms. Bitch. And she starts going through the circle. And she begins sparking. Ow, that actually really hurt. Amora, I don't think you should be... You don't dictate what we do. I didn't see you trying to do anything. You just stood there. And moss green magic starts to spark around the bubble. And it centers in the middle of it. Helping me find them. Trace this to the source. And almost like a dog catching the scent of something, Amora runs up the stairs and out of the city. And her takeoff is a little bit shaky, but she gains momentum and it streamlines, it steadies, and she starts flying. The party's vision comes back into view, and as you all come into waking, you're in an entirely different place. You all wake up and you're in the same positions that you were in. So Ria, you're actually facing the wall. Bert, you're facing the left. Kirish, you're facing straight, and Korak and Solus, you're also facing straight. And thanks to Kirish's runes, with your visions and whatnot, you're actually able to see the rest of the room. It's a grand foyer with 2 doors to the west and the east, and 2 grand staircases going up onto a second landing, almost like an overhead landing.
Okay, I know I said this before with the effects, but everyone's seeing this, right? We are not in a desert town anymore.
Yep.
We are in a smallish room.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly large considering. I'm assuming his voice echoes.
Yes.
A
Where the hell are we?
medium-sized room. Oh no.
If this is a new prison, this is fairly spacious.
It is just us lot, isn't it? Wait. Where's Amora? Where's the others?
Of course, it was just us.
We have a very bad habit of this happening to us. I hope we just didn't lose another, month, 5 months, whatever it was.
Kirish just gives an exasperated sigh. He yells out, "All right, who's done it this time?"
Your voice answers you back.
I knew it was you, Garish.
Oh, damn. That was a copper dune diadem. Who would have known? Perfect crime.
Can't rat on yourself.
Let's figure a way out of here. And he starts walking around.
Cast detect magic.
There is a lot of magic everywhere.
Specifically on these doors.
Sure. You can't tell the difference if it's the floor, the wall, the ceiling, the stairs, the staircase, the doors, the floor, yourself.
Okay.
Everything's magical.
I'm try and open the door.
The door opens. Do you go through it?
What do I see beyond it?
You
Well, I
don't see
know what I
anything. You see blackness. You see the magical blackness.
For some reason, I can't see what's in this room. Cork, do you want to join me here, or
Nothing.
do you want me to join you there?
That's it. Oh yeah, it's like just
I don't know.
Darkness.
You can come here, I guess.
it's just
I mean,
darkness on the
Irish.
other end.
Strange. And Kirish is actually going because I'm taking, since you didn't have me roll or anything. He didn't really get to look into it. He just kind of like cracked the door to see if it would open. He's gonna fully open it, and he's gonna like poke his head in.
Roll the d8.
5. Whoa.
As Kirish pokes his head and it crosses the threshold of the doorway, you all feel that bubbly magic coming through, and you find yourselves with bookcases facing you.
He's just gonna whisper to himself. I assume he looks back and it's not the same place where he was.
Oh, agreed. It is not.
Oh, we are definitely being fucked with here.
Oh, 9 hells.
God damn it.
This is going to be fun. He's gonna yell out, "At least you have some creativity!"
How do you proceed from here?
Carefully. Quietly.
It's a low clap.
Bert, you take the lead. Where do you go?
Doing a tumble check. I am going to do a somersault into the room. 18.
Bert, you see this and you kind of draw it forward a bit and you spring forward with a somersault and you manage to come up before you hit the staircase. Or not the staircase, the bookcase. And I will say these bookcases are ceiling high, so you cannot climb on top to go over them.
You got anything worth reading in them? I mean, oh shit. Sage is gonna love this place.
Oh god, we left Sage behind.
At the one hallway, you see that there are bookcases lining the entire hallway, but to your right, you see a mirror.
I'm gonna wait for my companions.
Korg, what do you do?
Following Bert!
Okay.
That's fucking great.
Okay, Korg's up to Bert. Rhea, what do you do?
What's this here in the corner?
You're able to see a mirror.
And a perfect, like, mirror type thing, just reflection of self.
It's a little bit clouded, like a mirror that has a little bit of dust on it. Do you be like everyone else and wait for Bert? Or wait with Bert? Or what do you do?
First things first, I calculate how far I just moved there, because
Like
it is
10 feet.
terrific. There's a mirror here. Do we need to investigate that, or should we move along?
We need to investigate everything, but don't touch it, please.
In that case, it's probably better one of you lot investigate it, since I'm not magical. I can't detect magic.
But what have you been picking up with that anyways? But
It's all magic. Everything is
Everything's
screaming magic.
Everything's magical. Don't touch a fucking thing. Suspect
right, I
everything.
thought so.
Alright. In that
Yeah.
case, I'll go on ahead if someone wants to try and investigate that mirror themselves. Is this just a straight corridor kind of thing, or are there
Yes.
things to the side?
So far as you can see, there are still thingy, but Kira says you have to take his turn.
Move, Kira.
Let me just check what my movement is. I can technically move 10 more foot.
It's not my turn yet.
Now it's your turn, as I've moved up my full movement.
Look, we're not at the boss room yet. Fuck off.
Skedaddle.
Let's get out of Skadoodle.
Your dick is no
Leave
noodle.
me behind, Rhea.
It's fine, I can take a hit if anything happens.
Yeah, because it was you I was worried about.
It's fine, you've got Corix's protection. I'm going to sneeze. There's too much dust in this room.
Rhea, where you've stopped, you can tell there is open pathways to your left, to your right, and a little bit forward left. Before you wait for everyone else to catch up. Kirish, your turn.
Okay, so looking around, these are all bookshelves, yes?
Yes.
Are they filled with books?
Yes.
On closer inspection, are they all different books?
Yes. Each book is something completely different. They all seem to be where you stand. They seem to be of a similar category, but if you look further down, the category changes. It seems to be a very well-organized collection.
So it's a well-organized library, it looks like, then. Alright. Anything stand out about them?
Do a spot check for us.
18.
Dizzy Passage.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
So from what you can see with the books, each of the spine actually seems to be dedicated to time periods.
time period.
So of the past. And there seems to be a couple of books actually that do seem to be similar, but each of the spine is actually in different languages. But it seems to be the same.
So he's walking up the row, looking at these books. This seems to be a quite well-organized library. Apparently organized by date or so. Whoever takes care of this place. Fascinating to say the least.
Fascinating, and yet also, don't forget they have literally kidnapped us.
Well, who doesn't try to kidnap us at least once in our relationship, you know?
I don't know what y'all are into. What are these books about?
Not entirely sure. There's a lot of subjects here. You can take a closer look at it if you wish, but I'm more interested in this mirror.
You approach the
okay,
mirror, and it is very dusty. About a year's worth of dust is on it. You can kind of see your reflection in it. What do you do?
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the boldest of us all?
Oh, I'm sure as hell not actually touching it.
Oh, go ahead and
Fuck
rub
you, by
it.
the
I
way.
want to see what happens. Just rub it. A little bit.
Is there anything on the mirror, like on the sides or anything?
Nope, it's just a standard mirror being held by a traditional mirror stand.
Just like a wooden border around it, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything off about the image aside from dust?
Nope. Just a
Man,
dust.
you are really old.
So, are you going to hate me if I touch this mirror?
Are you asking us or the mirror itself?
Well, I mean, I suppose both. The
You
mirror's
asking
going to
permission to
respond.
touch the mirror?
Another hand touches the beacon.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do what you may.
Well, I'm asking because this can affect all of us.
Well, then why would you do it in the first place?
Why would I ask you? Really?
No, why would you touch the mirror? Do you touch the mirror to look in the mirror?
We've got to get out of here somehow.
Let's go find out where this leads to and what this place is. Fuck that mirror.
I mean, by the looks of things, there's several pathways up here that we could take. Who's to
Very
say
well.
that?
Take a look. What's up there?
So, Kirish, what are you doing with the mirror?
Ow.
He's gonna leave it alone.
Got my fucking interest in this goddamn mirror. And I'm gonna come fucking look at it, because now I'm interested in this fucking mirror.
Should I touch the mirror?
What's
He's
so
going to
big
risk
deal-
us all.
big deal
His
about
turn. I'm
fucking-
gonna touch the mirror.
Well, I don't fucking know. I was certainly looking at it. I have, like, does it appear magical in any shape, form, way, or any?
Of course it
anything?
does.
It looks like a traditional mirror. Like how I described it to Kirish.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna take a cloth and dust it off.
As
Are you sure you should do that?
A little
Nope.
dusty.
Are we sure we should be doing anything in this place? We're not going to be able to get out of here unless we do, I guess.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Dusting off the glass.
Bert, as you dust off the glass, do you look at your reflection?
Oh, that's a rough ass question to ask.
You see into yourself. You become yourself.
Now, do you mean
Yeah,
he just turns into
I
he just turns into Bert 2.0, or do you mean he turns into Head East?
no, I'm just I'm literally, you know how you'd swipe at something with a cloth to just dust it back and forth while looking at somebody and say, see, it's just dusty, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Oh god, I want to do that now as a trap in D&D.
Does the dust go away? Like, is it
Yes,
clean off and,
yeah.
and it shows the
You-
reflection of stuff around it?
Yes, you now have a dusty cloth, but there is a clean mirror in front.
See, I told you it wasn't. Well, I didn't tell you. Well, anyways, it was just dusty. Yeah.
You know that man is looking at himself, right?
I
He's,
asked.
like, picking his nose
I
and
asked.
shit, like-
I asked if he looked
When
at
the
his
dust
reflection.
is gone, I am. Yes.
Okay.
When it's gone, I am turning and looking at the mirror and saying, see, it's just dust.
So you look
Not a
at
big deal.
you specifically look at your own reflection.
Well, isn't that what I would see in the mirror? Just
Okay.
myself?
I mean, you can see anybody's reflection
Yes.
that's behind you.
Bert,
Sorry.
as you look at your reflection, Bert, fact or fear?
Fuck.
High fear, low fact. High fear.
Bert, as you look in the mirror, your reflection and the mirror's reflection changes to you being in a sad, built-looking shack. The house is cold. The fireplace is unlit. The alcohol bottles are empty. You see yourself streaked with gray in your beard and your hair.
The empty bottles is about the most horrifying part of that.
And as you're lying on your final place of rest, you look around and you're alone. And as a tall robed figure, not the Dark Ruler, but a tall robed dark figure enters the room, she kneels down and holds out her hand. It is time for you to come home, my child. And with a tear coming down your cheek into your beard, you take her hand. And you start walking off with this robed figure, and as you look behind, there's your lifeless body. Roll me a will save.
13.
The vision shakes you, but you do start to feel the pinpricks of tears start to come to your eyes. Would your family, would Gondra really leave you alone to die alone? You don't know. And that doubt starts to sit at the back of your head. And as the seed grows, Kirish and Korik, you can see the mirror start to fog over in like a spider-like type way. And you can no longer see any sort of reflection in the mirror.
Well, that was an interesting mirror.
You all good back there?
Yeah, yeah, let's keep going. With that Bert comes down to the corner here.
Korik, your turn. Where do you wish to go? Korik, from where you can see, you did pass the 3 entrances as you passed Ria, and you can see that there is... The bookcases stop 5 feet ahead of you, so there's a way to the left, and then there's a way to your immediate right.
Okay.
Ria, your turn. Which direction do you wish to go?
So there's forward, left with this large gap, and 2 rights by the looks of it.
One right, one to your immediate right, and then 2 lefts, because there's a little gap right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do I see if I look down to the right?
You see another bookcase hallway ending with a mirror.
Another one of those bloody mirrors. Are you sure nothing happened when you used the mirror?
I didn't say nothing happened.
What happened? Because there's another one.
It showed me something that chilled me to my bones. Showed me dying in my lying in my deathbed, alone.
Well, that's clearly false.
Is it though? If it's
I
a
mean-
premonition of what's to come, does that mean that you all die before me? Or somehow I lived to...
Bert, let's put it this
Just
one
like
way. I've already
fire?
died and I came back. Gav can't keep me down.
Kindly don't test that theory.
So you're saying
Ah.
don't touch the mirror?
Look, if all
Hey,
you see
this
is yourself
is
on your
what I-
deathbed, well,
I mean, this is what I saw for my future and my interpretation of it, but you know, perception is reality. What I think is, that we've been teleported or transported or something ported to a place that deserves us to be cautious, yet we need to get the hell out of here. But do what you will with the mirror. I cleaned it off and looked at it, and what I saw killed me. Really has me shaking up a little bit. But
If
it
it
could
only
just
affects
be
me.
my imagination.
I wonder if it
Carry
only
on.
affects magic users. Damn it, sages rub enough on me. If she was here, I know what she'd want to do, and that is investigate.
Ria, you see a mirror. Traditional mirror full of dust and a normal stand. What do you do?
Does it look like the previous mirror?
Yes.
How bad did God's curiosity be damned? She's gonna wipe the mirror clean.
As you clean the mirror, do you look at your reflection?
I mean, she'd most likely be able to look at the mirror to clean the dust off, so she'd be looking at the mirror, and therefore would be seeing the reflection.
Like, when I say, like, look at your reflection, like, look at yourself in the eyes reflection.
Well, let me just roll something for that.
See?
Just purely
Uh-huh.
because. Okay, yeah. Because this is oddly symptomatic of the first session, where she asked to look into a mirror, and she didn't enjoy what she saw. So she's going to look into the mirror again now, look into her own reflection.
Fact or fear, Rhea?
I'm going to go with fact this time.
As you look upon yourself, the reflection in the mirror changes behind you, and you see yourself with Gondra at the castle, ready to stand off against the Dark Ruler. And to his side, you see Cleo and Nisana. You drop your blade because not only do you not want to fight against your sister, but she looks naked without her shield. But even more so naked with the hole in her chest. As she talks to you and shows emotion just like anybody else would. When her facial expression starts to scowl and her eyes turn black as she goes to fight you. But you don't raise your sword. Roll a will save.
24.
You've accepted this as fact. You know it's reality. It doesn't take the pain away, though. The only thing it does take away that small little bit of hope that your sister could be truly alive.
She'll just watch. I'm assuming like the vision fades in the mirror after a bit.
Once the scene ends, the spider-like webs start to crawl over the glass and no reflection can be seen.
Probably something I didn't already know. She'll just give a slight huff. Go back to where she started from. Yeah, the mirrors are trying to fuck with us.
Boy, who could have seen that one coming?
Hey, I
We
needed
all
to check
should
just to see if they still affected people, without magic. Apparently they do.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well.
Then again, like, I don't get it. You saw into you saw into a Urquhart's potential future. I saw into the past. Granted, a past that I already knew. It was like it basically just took a memory from my own mind. The
Well,
truth.
what did you see?
The castle. The first time we went to fight Turkey Feathers. Saw my sister standing there with the gaping hole in her chest. I saw that can't be saved.
Bird, what did you see?
I saw myself dying, alone and cold, in a shack in my deathbed.
So is it safe to assume these are possibly things that you are both afraid of?
Wouldn't say I was afraid of mine. More, I don't know. Something I've already come to terms with, I guess.
I don't know. I'm pretty. I don't know. It shook me up to see myself alone because I know that if you guys were still alive, I wouldn't be alone. The only thing that could mean was that you all died before me and I have to endure that pain.
Ria's gonna get kind of solemn at that bit. Just trust me, Bert. I've had to try and come to terms with that myself. As an elf, the only one that's going to stick around to my age is Imora. Going to outlive the rest of you and live several lifetimes of yours. But because of such, I will swear, as morbid as this sounds, none of you will be alone on your deathbed. I will be there.
Yes, well, stop robbing it already.
I'm not gloating, Karish. It's just another
Yes, Rhea. I know.
It's just another truth I have to come to terms with, because it means I'm going to outlive my love.
And if you live, if any of us live,
We'll live. I'm going to make
We-
certain of that. Even if it kills me.
But has a point. I doubt he's going to want to just wipe our memories if he kicks our asses again.
I'm not even just talking about just him. The randomest. You, there's so much that could possibly go wrong, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so negative.
It's
Maybe I just
really,
need to have another drink.
that mirror's really got you shaken up.
Can we focus on getting the hell out of here?
Right.
Just think of it this way, Bert.
I don't want to think of it. That's the whole problem.
There might be a very small chance that we'll actually make it out alive of this, but think of what we accomplished so far. We've gathered together a veritable army. We've even conquered the hearts of dragons that were formerly under his control.
And what good does it do if we don't
One
achieve
step
our
at a
objective?
time. One step at a time. That's all.
Okay, one step at a time.
An engine doesn't start running.
Kirish, it
Don't
is your
worry.
turn.
Oh, I have a note in my pocket for that one.
He's gonna actually look at the mirror for a second while everybody's doing their thing. He's gonna take a step back and draw out his axe. And he's gonna strike the mirror.
You strike at the mirror, and as you do, it doesn't just shatter like any normal mirror would. It actually follows the spider webs of the cracks. And then it falls to the ground. And the only thing behind it is the wooden board, with a slight split in the wood from your axe.
Strange.
Don't just attack a mirror.
Yes, I did. It broke in a similar fashion to how it's spiderwebbed after Bert looked at it.
Now that you mention it, mine did that as well. Well, aside
Did
from the
it?
breaking part, because, you know, I really didn't want that 7 years bad luck.
Yes, well, someone obviously put us in here on purpose, so he's gonna set the axe.
idea.
It's
He's
someone
gonna
trying to
put-
make us face ourselves?
He's gonna put the blade of the axe over on some books. So they start burning.
Jeez.
You light the place that we're
Wait.
stuck in on fire?
Wait,
you
wait,
fucking
wait. What'd
serious?
you set on fire?
The books.
Oh my fucking god. Here we
Paige,
go.
would the books be anti-fire?
Yes.
Okay.
They have flame retardant on them.
Fascinating. Someone loves their books.
Wait. If this is a place seeing go past some futures and such, I swear if we're in Future Sage's house,
Doubtful.
yeah, she wouldn't let it get this dusty.
However, I say we have a little fun. You want to trap us in here? You're going to pay for it. And he's going to take the axe and start chopping at one of the bookshelves next to him.
Oh, I am definitely
Would-
glad then that Sage isn't here. Oh,
Would the
lovely.
bookshelves be impermeable to damage?
Yes.
So, Kirish, you go to swing your axe, and almost like a barrier, your axe bounces off the bookcase, and the books, and the shelves, and any part of the bookcase.
Just pinballs around that small room.
Bloody hell. These damn
Good
things
question.
are indestructible.
Quick question, is Darling still with me?
Yes. And
Would
Darling
still have the...
is horrified at what Kirish is trying to do.
I was about to say, would she still have the connection to Sage? Because if so, I'm imagining Sage is just having the worst nightmares right now with library destruction.
I don't know if that transfers into dreams. Huh. But, as Kirish is trying to destroy the bookshelves, Bert, it is your turn.
He is going to move up to here. What's does he see beyond this bookshelf to his left?
So, you are able to see, there is another opening just after, a U-turn. So there is an opening, oops, there's an opening here, and you can see that there's a hallway continuing down that, to the left.
Step into here.
You see that the hallway continues down, and you see a slanted bookcase, which indicates that there is yet another hallway, and then you see down this hallway. Let's see, you would be able to see that there's also another hallway going down.
It's just like a maze.
There has to be some reason behind why it's been built, though. Surely.
I don't know whose library it is, but it's huge.
The bookcases cannot be tipped over.
I'm gonna stick with the group and just stand up here and be like, there's two tunnels that I can see that go to two different passages over here.
As Bert says, oh, go ahead, Rio.
Why would someone make a maze? Shit.
I don't know.
Korik, it is your turn. What do you do?
I'll go straight.
Okay.
4. And then maybe this way a little bit.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yep.
If there's not a wall there.
Alrighty. So, as you go forward and you start to head down the path, and you can see there is yet another hallway, and you can see that it starts to branch down a little bit. Ria, your turn.
Oh, this is... This is definitely taking the piss right now. What do I see down this way?
You see a long hallway that also ends with a mirror.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's another one. Who wants to go again this time?
Destroy the damn things. Don't even look into it, just destroy it.
I got bum help.
What do you do, Rio?
15. 5. She'll head on over to the mirror. Take the butt of her sword and just try and see what happens if she clangs it against the mirror. Just see if that's enough to smash it, or if it is going to do something else. Because we've only been able to smash one that already looks spider-like. We've never tried it with one that's not been used yet.
How hard are you hitting it?
Hard enough to break it, but not hard enough to make all the glass fly out onto me.
When you hit it, most of the dust falls off, and there is small little cracks from the hilt of your sword. Do you look into your reflection?
I mean, give a shit. Here we go again. Given that she was aiming, she would have had to have looked to see where she was aiming, so I guess I have to make that choice again.
Fact or fear?
Let's go with fear this time, given we already did fact.
What is Rio's greatest fear?
Well, I know I talked about it being needles, but I feel actually now, especially given she quite literally just confessed to it, outliving Sage and having to live with that.
As you look in the reflection and your sword hits the mirror, the mirror and the reflection warbles, and you are in Aldridge's house, in Sage's room. You see Darling perched, settled on Sage's chest. Sage's hair is still wild as ever. Sage looks pretty much the same, except wrinkled, and her hair a fro of gray. You know, that was one wild ride. And I wouldn't change anything. Maybe one thing. Being able to live as long as you. But not with any of that dark magic. She puts her hand on top of yours. I may not be here, physically, but I'll always be watching. I'll make sure to tell Gramil that you say hi. I love you. And she goes limp. And as the vision fades, it grows darker. And spider webs go across the mirror.
Also, I'd rather just go hear Rhea just go silent after the loud clang. And then it's just going to be heavy breathing.
Will save.
Let's see what happens. And with a 12 in total, You're just gonna hear her let out a loud, anguished scream and then just a shatter of the mirror.
Oh, sounds like somebody looked into it.
Darling gives a comforting chirp and rests his head against yours and wraps a wing around your head.
Not real. Not real. Not. It can't be.
Darling will give you a sharp enough poke to accentuate your that wasn't real, that you are in the reality you are in now, to help try and calm you down.
She's just gonna take a few deep breaths. Did you see that as well?
He shakes his
Or is
head
it just
no.
me that got that? Right. Right. Given I've moved my movements up, I can't move anymore, but she'll just shout out. They can't be broken unless they've been used.
Fantastic.
Kirish, your turn.
So he hasn't been able to make a dent on the shelves, then, has he?
Nope, the shelves are indestructible.
Have the books moved at all?
No.
So even upon striking or trying to set them on fire, they haven't shifted not even an inch.
Nope.
Nope.
Can he purposefully move one?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a book by the spine. Does it open?
If he tries to open it, yes.
Okay. He's gonna throw it. And he's casting Unseen Servant.
Mhm.
Come, my unseen friend. Let's create a little havoc, shall we?
Do
Throw
you
every single book in this room.
really think that's proper, Kirish?
That Lux?
Yeah.
No. And that's particularly why.
So you're just destroying somebody's home because why?
Because they decided to take us away from our mission. Whoever this is,
Have you ever
isn't someone friendly.
do you think it was a mistake?
Taking out an entire party? No. No, I don't.
I don't have a good feeling about this, but if
I don't have a good feeling about any of this.
and neither do I, but it doesn't really give us the right to destroy someone's property. How would you feel if a future student was doing, did some weird teleportation magic into Eldridge's house and they started destroying your grandfather's library?
He's actually going to say this in common. Lux, I also didn't teleport in here on purpose. We were brought here by someone else of their volition, not ours.
What if they were forced to do so?
You're hilarious, Lux.
No, I just think of all the possibilities.
And what possibilities?
They could be
What?
they
That someone is under control, that this isn't his mansion or magical space or what have you. No, whoever has brought us here, I'm going to draw them out whether they like it or not.
She uncurls her head from inside your jacket and gives you an even look. And should we think the same of you when you start going haywire, when your magic starts doing whatever the fuck it wants?
What, are you going to trash my house because of it? What are you talking about?
What if it was someone trying to learn magic? Or someone that doesn't even know magic? What if it was actually an accident?
Look, this wasn't an accident. It's impossible. If we ended up out in the middle of the fucking desert, yes, that would be an accident.
We shall see then. For now, let's agree to disagree and get the hell out of here.
Excellent. Now, are you going to help or not?
Myself, no. I will watch what you do. But
Right.
I will not complain about it any further.
He stopped listening and he's eating books.
Bert, your turn.
Bert sees Rhea down there with another mirror.
Yep, and there's the two hallways to the left of you and the hallway to the right of you.
I'm gonna move down there.
How well would he see me, by the way, as he looks down there?
He would just see your back.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose I
I
can.
can't tell that you're crying or anything like that if that's
No,
me.
but you probably would notice something. She didn't break the mirror with her sword.
Mm,
She punched it.
Did it break?
oh yeah, it broke.
Okay. Is her hand all cut up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Normally, punching glass will do that to you.
Well, stupid is stupid does, I guess. I mean, shit. I guess I could have offered to heal that, but seemed like she
We're all
probably wanted to be
attention.
left alone. So
I realize that you can't see that yet. Bert, as you go down the hallway, you see that it actually starts to open up to yet another dead end with another mirror.
Right.
What do?
Well, I've been listening to people punch them, break them. I didn't really like the whole blast effect that it had. So I reckon I might take a swing-a-ling at it.
You swing your hammer at it and you knock the dust off, but there's only a small crack in the mirror. Do you look in your reflection?
Probably as I'm swinging the hammer at it, I probably look, yeah.
Join me in the 2 for 2 club.
Fact or fear?
Fact.
As your hammer makes contact with the mirror and makes a small dent, it clears the dust off and you see your facial expression as the mirror begins to warble. And you see yourself in Ilya. the bar in Ilia, where Ria's ex-girlfriend, Eni, is entertaining you with song and drink and dances. Everyone is having a good time. Even Kirish is having a good time. And you notice something as Eni serves a drink to Sage. You see that Eni has a smile on her face, but her eyes scream, "I'm suspicious of you." And as she serves Ria a drink, the eyes soften to a saddened suspicion of, "I'm suspicious of you." And the scene fades.
Okay. Smash the fucking mirror again.
Your hammer makes contact and spider web cracks form along it and it shatters.
Okay. After that, I'll just retreat back out.
Okay. Korik, your turn.
I will go down to the hall.
Okay, at the end of the hall, you are able to see that it ends abruptly, but you can tell there's a space after the last bookcase, denoting it's heading
Alright.
towards the left. Ria, you just punched a mirror. What do you do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She'll make her way back out of the corridor, just... I wouldn't say she's picking the glass out of her hand yet, because I feel like she'd probably be smart enough to know if something's piercing that and it's holding the blood in for the most part, you don't pull it out.
Yeah.
But she is definitely like holding her hand, just
Damn it, yeah. What the hell have you done now?
punch the mirror.
That's why you. Okay, do you want. Can I heal you?
Yes, please. But I see what you mean now.
About?
Some of these things seem to be showing events that have happened. And some are showing things that could happen.
I don't know what it is. And it could just be all fake. And it could be all in our heads.
Bird,
I
as...
So
Go ahead.
I saw Sage die. She was on her deathbed. She looked so old, yet I hadn't aged an inch. Tell me, Bert, was one of the only other members of this group who has a longer than normal lifespan, as far as I know. I don't know about aliens, if they do or not. Is it wrong for our kind to love those shorter lifespan? Is it unfair?
Life isn't fair at this point. Let me heal your hand real quick.
She'll reach out her hand to be healed.
Bird, you take her hand, and your orange magic starts to glow, and the magic picks out the glass, but at the same time as the glass is removed, it just seals up the hand cuts and whatnot. That would just be a cure minor wounds.
Okay, well, I put in okay, hold on a second. And for the record, my magic color was puke green, remember?
Did I say orange?
You did.
Yes.
God damn it. I was looking at your fucking clothes. Puke green magic starts to flow over Ria's hand. And then I'll just cut that out and put that in front instead of the orange. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I fucking derped.
There we go.
Yep, cure minor.
Cure cure light or cure moderate.
You should have cure light as like a domain.
Cure light wounds, yes. Right
My
here.
biggest ponder when it comes to this is, why would someone keep these kind of things here?
I don't know
Jesus,
why I did
2d20? No, that is not cure light.
that, right? No.
No.
It's just
Basically, don't
It's
use
yourself, it's
spell
yourself.
slot. Don't use a spell slot for it.
okay. Well, let me go to my.
But congrats on the net 20, though.
Yeah.
My hand has had Doomcast on it.
Yeah, I don't know why D20 does that.
I am allowed to use finger lasers now.
Yeah.
Rhea, was that your full movement speed?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I've got a bit more.
Alright.
Thank you for that, Brett. I'm going to go check other places. 25, 30. What do I see down this way?
You see another open-ended corridor that is veering off to the left.
35, 40. That's my full movement. Do I see
Another
more here from this
mirror!
angle? Fuck's sake! Kyrish, Korik, it's your turn. Me and Bert have had enough trauma for today.
I'm a bit busy destroying this place.
And how is that working for you?
Amidst a scene of
You wanted
books
to destroy
flying.
it, you should have just said so.
Amidst a scene of books just flying all around Kirish, he's like, fairly well so far.
No, I'm just realizing we're not even attempted to just try and shout out to see if someone's here.
Well,
Or did we?
with as magically charged as these books are, I'm sure that they know we're here.
Probably so, yeah. I'd say, yeah, probably so.
Yeah. They're loud smashing sounds.
Oh, by the way, these books are practically indestructible. Though I do wonder if you cast a spell on one of them.
My biggest question is, have you not tried reading the book?
I'm not that dumb, Rhea.
Me neither am I just don't know magic, so I figured there'd be no point for me checking them.
Look, I can't really detect magic and all that, but, I know a trap when I see one. That does not sound particularly, no.
So, do you spend your turn throwing books, or are you moving along? Like, are you keeping up with the group and throwing books as you go?
Yeah, pretty much. Unseen Servant's doing a lot of it.
Alright, so go ahead and move your character up to its speed.
Boop. Howdy!
Alright. Bert, it's your turn.
You know what? I'll actually cast Color Spray on the way. Why not?
As Kirish
So what do
walks
I
up,
see then?
as Kirish walks up, there is just a slew of color all over the floor. Almost like a trail of where he's been.
All over the books, man. Just
No,
all over the
not over
bookcase.
the books, not the
Mhm.
bookcases, just the floor.
What?
Just the floor.
Coming up and around.
What?
Past
What?
these guys.
The magic can't hurt the books. They can't be physically or magically hurt.
So it's just sliding off of.
Soup.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm okay with this. You know what? Fine.
Alright. So I'm moving my ass down to here.
Jesus Christ, Bert.
That is not your movement speed.
I can't run?
Oh,
You
I
can.
guess, yeah, that doubles your movement speed. Okay, so Korik, you're
Go
you're walking along. Would you take up Kirish's endeavor and start throwing books as well?
Yep.
Hey,
Bert,
yeah.
you start running around the corner and you see Solus and Korik picking books off the shelves, just throwing them haphazardly as he's casually walking down the bookcases. You run and you make the curve, and that was hide, not reveal.
Oh,
And you
Yes,
see another hallway that is
okay.
going down, that is arcing down. Okay,
Another
Korik,
hallway.
where are you headed off to?
Well, since we're getting rid of books, I am going to touch the floor and use wood shape in front of the bookcases.
Orange
And
magic starts to go into the
get where I'm
floor
going.
and gets absorbed.
Well, you said the books we can't change. You didn't say we couldn't change anything else.
Oh no, I tried hitting the bookshelves before and my fucking axe bounced off of it.
I'm doing it on the floor.
And I'm telling you that the floor sucked up your magic.
Okay.
And that's how that goes.
It took you this long to get you in the library. You're staying in the library.
Time to study,
Hotel
bitch.
California. Time to study. No shit.
Oh god.
Jesus. Y'all hate books.
The owners of the house are fucking sobbing.
The one person who likes books can't be here this week.
She would be
She
fucking
heard
mortified.
That you guys are doing this? Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh, trust me, as soon as she
Well,
wakes
here-
up, Darling is spilling the beans.
Oh my god, when she finds out that you guys are, oh my god, assaulted bookshelves like this, oh, she's gonna fucking lose her shit.
It's fine. I didn't assault.
I'm not gonna be in the
There's
same.
a difference.
I'm not gonna be on the same plane. I'm getting a plane shift and get the fuck off this plane because fuck
Bert's
you guys.
gonna-
I don't want to be around her when she's like that.
Bert's gonna run into the basement and activate the button just before running down to lock himself in.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you aren't doing that to me. Nope.
Clark, how far down do you move?
Come on, Clark, come be my buddy.
Right there.
Okay. There is a trail of books behind you, and you see Bert kind of catching his breath as you stop and start throwing more books. Rhea, your turn. What do you do?
On one hand, I really should be exploring places people haven't explored yet. On the other hand, fuck this mirror. Fuck this. No. I've gone through too much drama already. Kyrish, you can have the mirror if you want. 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going down this way.
Okay. You
Oh, wait.
see...
Yeah,
You
I
s-
can do the double movement. So if I go here for the 20. Well, for the second 20.
You see that this hallway opens up, and you can see that it goes in two different directions.
25, 30, 35, 40. Luckily, the second 40 will luckily take me here. So as I quickly catch my breath and running, what do I see down the left and the right?
Okay, the left you see opens up into two more different pathways, and you see that the right, there's a pathway shortly right by you, going to the left, and then you can see that the end of the hallway kind of arcs into a separate branch.
So I know this is a really dumb question, but at the same time, with these kind of rooms and this maze we're in, I feel there's one direction none of us have decided to look yet. What's up?
The ceiling.
Okay, there is a ceiling. Okay. I was expected to look up, it just be a glass ceiling with whoever's trapped us in here just watching down, be like, interesting, takes notes.
Man, these rats are going fast.
Just more directions this way. But given logic dictates that we've already come down here, that we go around on a loop. I'm betting there's a bastard mirror there.
You don't know that.
Logic.
It's a guess, it's probably right. You could tell
Exactly.
her she's wrong.
Here,
Tell
sure.
me I'm wrong.
Unless it,
Sorry.
somehow comes into a very thin area there. But so I guess given we've been here, the logic dictates I've gone around in almost a full loop.
Kirish, your turn. What direction do you go?
Oh, screw it. You know what? We'll go over here.
That's all you're moving? Okay.
Oh, I was figuring out my move.
Another dusty mirror, identical to the others that you have seen. What do you do?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I know exactly what it is. Garish is twirling his axe in his hand, and he's going to take a hell of a swing at it.
You swing it, you hear the tink of your blade of your axe hitting the mirror, and with the fire runes glowing, it burns all the dust away. Are you looking at your reflection?
He's gonna make a pointed effort not to particularly look at, like, directly at the mirror. Like, he's using his peripherals to know where he's hitting, but he's not looking directly at it.
You see that there is a small crack in the mirror from where your axe hit it.
Okay. Has the foe left themselves open?
I mean, it's a fucking inanimate object, yes.
Alright then. I am going to make 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Karish's biggest enemy, a fucking mirror.
Just attacks twice. It turns out it's one of those mirrors on like the little swivel hinge. It just leans down enough so that the eye contact happens from the second blow.
Something kind of hits him.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Ah!
Attack of opportunity.
Can I get sneak attack on a mirror?
God.
Is there flanking?
Oh my god. Alright,
I
Kirish,
just
Is
mockery
there
on the
2 of
mirror.
us, me and my reflection and my flanking?
you hit the mirror again, and there is another little crack. Do you
Like-
look at your reflection?
I'm taking it. It's only like a marginal, not even that much of a mark. It's not like splintering out or anything.
No, just like a normal, oh shit, I dropped something sharp on my phone case.
God damn.
Do you-
Okay, I'm making that the third attack.
Alright, you swing your axe for a third time, and there is still a small little crack.
Parrish finally looks into the mirror. He sees a mirror. It is his greatest fear now.
Greatest enemy.
Alright then.
Do you look
Guess
into
that's all I
your...
can- Oh no, I am not looking in that fucking mirror. Uh-uh.
No.
For all he knows, he hasn't dented that mirror at all because he probably can't really see that small mark because it hasn't splintered out.
You know what this means, Bert? It means we're stronger than Karish.
You lot are hilarious!
I knew that already.
Maybe it'll break after you look into it.
Yes, and maybe I'll lose my soul in the process.
I mean, Bert and Rhea still have their souls.
Do they, though? Do they?
I mean, did you hear Rhea's cry? I think that means she still has a soul, Kirish.
Not going to lie there, Lux. I'm fairly certain she sold her soul to some demon somewhere to gain that power.
Sage.
Yeah, fair enough.
My soul to Sage, can she get an elf's lifespan?
Okay, so Kirish, you've beat on the mirror. Bert, your turn.
Bert going around the corner.
Okay, move your thingy so I know where to reveal.
Reveal it all, because I see all.
I will reveal what you can actually see. How about that?
That works too.
I can see. Hello. It took me a meal.
You see a path opens left and right. You see that the one path curves down a little bit. That opens up to another path. Yeah, this map took me like 3 hours to make.
So, this way.
Okay.
This is where we slowly realise the exit is pulling one of the books off the bookshelf.
Oh my god.
If that was the case, I'd have won the lottery already.
No, it's only one specific book, but if you pull too many off, it resets and hides where it is. You got 10 choices
Ooh.
before it resets and shuffles.
I
I'm giving
like
the DM
that.
ideas.
I like
If we
that.
pull them all off, then we'll figure out which one it is.
But if it resets after so many.
Well, like all the books?
All
Yeah,
the books
just
go
shuffles which one's the trigger.
Okay. Alright.
Bert,
You have to read the passage.
Oh god, it'd be the friggin' electric gym from the original Pokemon games.
Oh god!
Oh.
God.
Bert, as you go up the hallway,
Shit,
you
balls.
see another mirror.
This time, I'm not even fucking around. I have been wanting to do this for a while. And it's been a signature move of mine that I haven't quite gotten used to using yet, but I'm gonna experiment once again. And I'm gonna holler back behind me, don't come down here for a minute. And Bert is gonna pull out some bum rum.
Okay then. Where are you throwing it?
I am going to use one of the medium bum rum.
Good
or
god,
no,
that's excessive.
No, a small bum rum, excuse me. I'm gonna put a small bum rum with a fuse directly under the mirror on top. Is the mirror laid down?
No, it's
Standing out?
standing.
Okay, well I'm gonna put it right up at the base of it with a fuse. I'm gonna light the fuse and I'm gonna run.
You do so, you run, and shortly after, everyone hears a large explosion, and Bert, as you run that way, you run into another mirror!
Fuck. Well, I guess bum rum time it is. I'm gonna have an explosion.
And, so the first one, you hear explosion and the shattering of glass, and Bert, as the flames die down, the bookshelf, the floor, the ceiling, and the mirror are untouched. However, the dust is burned away. But now it smells like shit.
Wow. It's bum rum proof? Alright, motherfucker. You're not hammer proof.
Wow! It sounds
Um.
like Bert failed as well.
I'm fucking swing it for all my worth. And just
You
We're gonna get back to friggin' Eldritch's house, and the party's immediately gonna go around and just remove every single mirror that's in there.
Yes.
Bert, you swing at the hammer. You swing your hammer with all your might, and it just makes a small little crack in the mirror. Do you look at your reflection as you strike the mirror?
No. Fuck this mirror. I get 2 attacks.
You swing the second time, and there's a small little, another small little crack.
Now it's just.
I think I'm losing my shit, dude.
Alright, so.
Just like the bum rum.
Korik, it is your turn. Where are you going?
Down this way.
Korik, as you near this, you see that there's a little bit more of a hallway, and you can tell that from the way that the bookcases are shaped that it goes, veers off to the left and to the right.
Okay.
Rhea, your turn.
Give me a sec. Especially given I am not at the laptop at the moment, I am in the kitchen.
Shame.
Shame.
Oh shit! Ah! Oh, that was a face full of steam from a kettle.
Jesus, are
Crooked,
you
don't do that.
okay?
Yes. Oh. Okay. Given I am pretty sure, given the logic of the idea that this is a mirror, let's go down the right. 5, 10, 15. What do I see in both directions? Aside from a smiley face that someone's left on the floor.
You see the end of the hallway, one that seems to veer off to the left. Let's see, your line of sight, you would see in the distance that one of the pathways leads up to yet another mirror. And from the left, you can tell that it's just a corridor going down. But you don't know where yet.
25. Where is he?
Let me shed some light on you real quick.
And then 40.
Another mirror!
I swear? Oh, I swear on all the gods, not just my own. I am getting very sick of running into dusty mirrors.
No, there's not even any cocaine on it. Damn it.
I am going to... I'm not going to scream. I'm going to be nice and calm. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to be fine. Please tell me someone has eyes on how we get out of here. Because I don't like the idea that the only way we can get out of here is to quite literally... Oh no, please don't tell me that's it. Do we have to destroy every mirror to get out of here?
You ask this, you hear a very...
Shaky dog.
Oh goddamn.
Shaka.
You would hear a very unfamiliar voice seeming to call out from nowhere.
You need to fix yourself in order to leave. Please.
Darling, did you just talk common?
Darling gives you a look and flaps his wing up like, do you think I could if I would? But
But
shakes
you
his
heard
head
that.
no. He nods his head, yes.
Guys, we're not alone here. I just heard, like, a voice. Someone just called out.
You all heard that voice.
Did anyone else hear that? Or is it just me? Am I going mad? I think I'm going mad.
You are, but I heard it as well.
Oh, good. We're all going mad then. Let's all share in the madness.
We already are, Rhea.
Oh, that's fair. We have to face... Oh, God, we do have to... We have to activate the mirrors.
Yeah. Not doing as the voice says. He's still hacking away.
Do you really think someone evil has a voice like that? I mean, any... Oh, I'm sad.
Yes, Rhea, yes. Evil comes in all forms. Including bird size.
What about Korik-sized?
Oh, definitely.
I resemble that remark.
Oh, I know you resemble it.
And if you're asking which size I mean when I say Korik-sized, yes.
People, you have to, otherwise we can't get you out of the room.
Well, fantastic! You're the bloody one that brought us in here.
The idiots that Dad was talking about, of course they're not gonna listen. But they gotta, they never figure out. I'm gonna do it, because listen to them. They're just crashing the entire room. What are they, toddlers? Oh wait, is this thing still on? No. Just fucking listen. What a bad word.
Oh my god.
Kirish, it is your turn. Do you heed what the childlike voices say?
What, looking at the mirror?
Yes.
God, no!
Fuck! Oh my god! You're gonna keep the whole party fucking here.
Down to that one
Shut
mirror
up!
that's...
You're not supposed to say that shit!
We get down to that one mirror
No,
that's left.
the
Kyrish
kid-
blocks us all from being able to check it.
No, the kid literally said you have to face yourself in order to leave. They told you how to get out.
Yeah, I don't give a crap.
Oh.
Kirsch doesn't give a crap.
Ah! Strangles you
He's
from
drawing-
before.
He is drawing out the elven blade.
Oh.
It is your turn, anyway, so you're attacking it with the Elven Blade?
Yeah.
Every time, how many? It's 3 strikes, correct?
Uh-huh.
Every time you hit the mirror, it just cracks only a little bit. It doesn't fully
So it's-
break.
It's not absorbing anything.
No.
I mean, after the first hit, he would probably realize that. But at this point, he doesn't care.
I'm assuming you're not looking at your reflection as you hit the mirror.
Oh god, no, he's just like wildly hacking at this thing. He's got a bow, the axe, and a sword. He's just going nuts.
There's just small little cracks.
Sorry, can I'm gonna have like a little kid still talking.
Maybe all adults like this.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently they
Why are they like this?
I don't know. I mean,
will
I do.
not play your damnable games.
Can I say damnable?
No, you can't. No, you don't.
Oh shit.
Alright, Bert, your turn.
This mirror.
It is free
Fuck it,
of...
I'm looking at it. Let's do it.
You look at yourself in the mirror and it's just you. And the normal surroundings.
I'm moving to this one and see what happens to it.
Same thing. Regular reflection. You do see from your vantage point that there is another hallway leading down to yet another mirror.
And yet, there's nothing in this mirror that says
Nope.
Down here, everything's normal. All right.
Yep,
Well, then
normal
I'm gonna walk back
reflection.
to Cork. I'm gonna walk back to Cork and Solus and be like, Cork, have you looked at these things? Have you looked in the mirror at yourself? At your reflection? Oh, Cork.
Oh, Corey,
Yeah.
come on here.
Oh yeah?
Have you looked in the mirrors?
Let's go!
No, I haven't seen any mirrors.
Well, up down this hallway that I just came from is a mirror, and if you look in it and look at your reflection, when I did it, it was creepy, weird. I don't know. So I was gonna have you look in this mirror and tell me what you see.
You're all insane if you actually think that's going to work.
Smarter than you.
Just down there, down the hallway, and then yeah, and let me know what happens.
Don't make me
'Cause
summon
the
a porpoise
first
on
one
top of
worked,
you.
or the first one seemed really weird to me, and then after that, it didn't really seem like mirror to me. Go check it out. I'll wait here.
And Korik, it is your turn. Do you listen to Bert?
Yeah, I'll head that way.
What's acid going?
All right. Go ahead. Yep. Do you look at yourself in the reflection?
No, I turn around and drop my pants.
Oh my god.
You are mooning the mirror.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
And he's
actually,
looking at
hold
his
on.
own ass in the mirror.
Hold on. Drops his pants,
Are you looking
moons
at your
it,
own brown
and
eye?
then looks down through his legs at the mirror.
Your ass
Rick.
looks at it. Your ass looks at itself through the brown eye.
Television time!
Fact or fear?
I don't know what that means.
Fact or fear?
One or the other.
Fact, I guess.
As you are looking at yourself upside down with your stuff hanging out and everything else, the mirror warps and you see yourself being held by 2 guards. Solus is being held by 3, chained and muzzled. And you see the Dark Ruler putting what looks like to be younger versions of at least the red, white, and blue dragons, but there's a black and a green dragon there as well. And you see him magically put them to sleep. And you start to see him perform surgery. You see him put the phylacteries inside of their heads. And the vision fades. Roll a will save.
$20.
This shocks you. It doesn't move you. It makes you angry out of anything. How cruel can you be to just animals, let alone young ones? Fuck this guy. And as the mirror shows the current reflection of you mooning it and looking in between your legs, spider webs crawl over the mirror and it shatters.
Glass shards in your ass.
No shards in the poops. No, we won't have any of that. After that is Ria.
Sorry?
It's your turn.
Oh, I know. I was saying sorry because I've got a mouthful of pizza as soon as you said that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm just quickly trying my best to swallow it so I could talk proper. So I'm gonna walk up to the mirror, take a deep breath. Have to face ourselves. Right. She's gonna dust off the mirror and look herself dead in the eyes.
It's just your reflection.
She's just gonna keep on looking.
Doesn't-
It's not working. Do we only get 2 each?
Just silence and yeah, you only do.
Oh,
Silence.
great.
Probably the only one who's ever asked that question. I'm like bald over there, jeez.
And then she's just gonna slowly look to Darling.
Darling looks back at her.
Have you looked at yourself in the eyes?
He slowly shakes his head no.
Would it work on you? Or would it transfer through to Sage?
Darling looks up at the ceiling. And just does like a wing shrug like, I don't know.
How many more mirrors do you guys all see in total? I know I've passed at least 2 others that haven't been used. I had a third one for that one where we're up there with Kyrish. I told Kyrish to go do it. What about you guys?
Yep. I'm doing
Only
it
the
all
one.
right.
Mhm.
Because it's only working with... We're only allowed to use 2 each. I was just trying to see if that worked out number-wise. Maybe there's just more mirrors than we need, and once we've each seen 2 each, it'll let us go. Anyway, there's 2 down here near me if anyone needs to find another one to use.
There were a couple up here. There were a couple up here that big for it.
So that'd be 4, but we did hear Shatter come along from there, so I'm assuming Cork's used 1. Yeah, I think it's out of our hands, Bert. It's down to Korik and Kyrish. By the gods help us, because, well, Korik seems to be willing.
Well, his ass is.
Kirish, it is in fact your turn.
Wonderful. Humor me on this.
Okay.
So, insight. What does that affect?
Insight? What the hell is insight?
True Strike gives me a plus 20 insight bonus. Attack.
That's basically like adding 20 to your hit roll. It's a guaranteed hit.
Okay. So it's not like... I guess... Not really what I'm looking for, though. Actually, hang on. Yeah. I'm gonna cast True Strike.
You cast True Strike on what weapon?
The Elven Blade.
Your light blue magic courses and flows over the elven blade, and you strike the mirror. True, dead on. And there is yet another tiny crack. Do you look at yourself while you hit the mirror?
Is there any weaknesses in here that I'm seeing?
No.
Why's Parrish being the barbarian?
He refuses to look at this fucking thing.
Will you just look at the damn thing already? Get it over with.
I will not listen to your ilk.
Even though Bert and Rhea have said it, even though the voice has said, this is how you get out. When there was more than one source saying, this is how you get out.
Just because a sweet little voice asks me to do something doesn't mean I... And because my team members are idiotic enough to listen to it doesn't mean I'm going to do it.
They did it before the voice said it.
Exactly. That's the problem.
She just tail palms.
We did it before it was cool.
And she is actually going to use her body mass to try and force your head to actually look at the mirror.
When your familiar's fucking done with you.
Kirsten's actively fighting her.
There is a tug of war on Kirish's head.
I will mage hand you out of here.
Oh, good luck with that. And you feel her wrap herself around your shoulder, and you feel her tail wrap around your head.
By the gods, I swear I will dispel you.
Imagine Sage's wrath. Do you want to risk that?
Sage's wrath for what?
You don't ever dispel your familiars. I think you'd be the first one in history to do so.
Pretty sure you can do that and then resummon them.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just like, no one does.
How do you know? Jeez. You know everyone?
All the wizards and sorcerers I've played have never gotten rid of their familiars.
Only the important ones.
You know what? None of their fucking familiars have actually fought them either.
Either way. Kira, you still get 2 more attacks, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, apparently I need to use them to fight my own damn familiar.
So what are you doing for your... What is your next move?
Oh, he's still striking a mirror.
You strike it 2 more times. And... small little cracks. Again.
Uh-huh.
Alright, Bert, your turn.
Oh,
I will win this.
going to back up to here.
Okay. Bert, you can hear the muffled sounds of Kira's wailing on this mirror. Korik, your turn.
I'm gonna walk down to the end of the hall. And then this time, Solus is gonna lift a leg and pee on the mirror.
Alright. What is Korik's biggest fear?
The death of Solus.
Oh no.
As you look into the mirror, it warbles, and you guys are in the battlefield, fighting amongst your friends. It's a fierce battle. You and Solus are kicking ass, ripping everything to shreds. And you face a great enemy. One you haven't met before. And as you go to strike, the foe is just a little bit faster than you. And as it goes to strike, you feel Solus jump up in the air. And you see the blade come inches from your crotch and remove itself as Solus falls to the ground. There's a pained look on Solus's face. But he still gets up. And as you defeat the horde and the enemy retreats, Solus sits down and puts his head upon your shoulder. And unfortunately, with the weight of Solus compared to your size, it's too heavy, so you end up sitting. He puts his head in your lap. And he goes limp. And the scene fades, and the mirror spider webs, then shatters. As this happened, this scene briefly changes. The voices that the party has been hearing, they're talking, and all of a sudden, there's a door banging, and then a crash. Another door breaking. More door banging, and a crash. Until suddenly, the door that is being banged upon is none other than the one that the two little ones are in.
I think maybe I should get one of the...
You will have to speak up a little bit, Pidge.
Okay, yep, sorry.
Mary, who is that?
I don't know, just stay down, stay hidden, okay? It might be this paladin sister. She might be here. She's probably just wondering who we are. It's okay. And then just silence. We just need help.
Would the party be able to hear this slight conversation? A click does not give a good answer.
If I need to repeat myself, that's fine.
Yeah, all I heard was a click.
Okay, so yeah, after all the crashing, the two young voices start speaking up.
Mary, who is that?
I don't know, just stay hidden, okay? Go hide. I'll see, maybe it's one of the paladin sisters, okay? Just stay low for me. I gotta see if I can get these idiots out before whoever that is breaks the door down. I do hope it is Karen. I'll go see who it is.
The party hears this conversation, and as soon as the one that is supposedly Mary finishes speaking, there is the sound of shattering wood. I have traced your magic here. Give me back my friends. And Mary would see this sweating frantic woman, pale, thin, bony thin, with chains as burns on her body. She is heaving, she is bruised. There are splinters and wounds over her legs, her arms, and her hands. And she sees Mary and she kneels down. Little one, are you trapped here too?
She's shaking. She's like, no. Are you part of the group that accidentally came here?
I saw them taken away. Traced. The magic. Here.
Uh-huh. Please leave Mary alone.
Little Alicia's like, well, why not?
Please leave Mary alone. It was my fault. I'm the one you want.
This little one is just trying to stand really strong, shaking.
I didn't mean to. I'm really sorry.
Oh, new light. Magic casting.
Mm-hmm.
That explains a lot. Yeah, it does. Well, where are they? Where are they stuck?
They're stuck in a room that is set for the Paladin's trials. We've been trying to tell them to get through, but the old one has been a dick.
What's a
The bald one. Oh, good God. Does he sound like an asshat?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You dicks.
He can.
How is it? How is it you're talking to them?
We have places enchanted, and we have a set thing to help players go through that room because that's a trial room, and they wandered into it before we could go approach.
Oh,
Can you go get this nice lady water?
Okie dokie.
This is a mess. We've
she
been trying to get them out. Here, have a seat.
she sits down and she puts her hands in her lap and she just has this "I'm so done" look on her face. Right.
That's how we feel.
So, wait a minute. They can hear us while this is all going on. Kirish, I swear to God, if they told you how to get out and you haven't done it, I don't care how many more doors I have to break, I am going to come find you and I'm going to put your head through the next door. I swear to Christ.
You can't see it at the moment, tomorrow, but I have the biggest shit-eating grin on my face from that.
Kirish, he's taking a break from like wailing on the mirror, and he's looking around very skeptically. I don't believe this. This is a trick.
This is what we've been dealing with for the past, like, I don't know.
Oh my gods. Alright, Kirish, so... my ultimatum from me and Corellin. Is that proof enough I'm real to you? Is
You
that...
could have heard that. That was just today.
But we were alone in the desert.
Yes, and how many of the Ghoulians can just swim through the damn desert like they're fish in water?
Is he your husband, man? Because he seems like a dick. Are you sure it's not a relationship?
Guys,
He's-
it's official. We're adopting these kids. They're wise beyond their years.
The young one would see, or Mary would see Amora's face just turn beet red. He's not my husband. He's
An idiot.
that too, but he's very special to me. Just like all of those people down there are.
Oh, that's it. That's like a polygamous couple.
No, no, no,
No,
no, no,
no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no, no.
No, he's how do we shut this off? Is there a way to shut this off?
Been there, been
Oh, yeah,
rejected by that.
Hold on, and you like hear shuffling.
You hear shuffling and almost like a click. He's more special to me than the others. I just haven't told him yet.
It's unconditional, one-sided. What do they call that?
Well, I don't think it's one-sided. It's just, why am I explaining this to a child? You are way too young to be hearing this. Anyway,
I'm 19.
she gives a closer look, because I think if I remember correctly, Mary,
Had a little lamb.
no, I'm trying to think. I think it's Mary. Yep, okay. Yep, okay. Mary is right. She looks again closer. Mary?
That's me.
And Mary sees Amora start to have tears in her eyes. I didn't see you in the village. Just so you remember, Pidgeby said that Mary would be, the other survivor.
Yeah.
I
What the village?
Mary's immediately like suspicious. She's like, oh.
I don't know what you gotta do, but, like, I can't turn you up anymore, because if you do speak louder, it's like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's almost like you have, yeah, it's like you almost have to, like, eat the mic.
Deep throat that shit.
What do you mean, ma'am? What village? I've been to a couple.
The village of Mir. It was destroyed.
Her face just falls.
Oh,
I thought everyone had died. I didn't see you or anybody else.
a man called me.
God damn it, you're gonna have to say that again.
A man pulled me from the building. Teacher. Teacher said.
Teacher?
Mm-hmm. But I don't recognize him.
To be honest, it has been some time. And, well, I've been through a lot. And from her bag, she pulls out a little book, and she flips a couple pages. This is what I used to look like before all hell broke loose.
Mary, she's tilting her head.
And it's basically Amora in her former glory.
There's just like a look of just like realization.
Wait, really?
Like, it's just like confliction of emotions. This kid's trying to understand what the fuck's going on.
I suppose. Do I look different from?
The kid's just struggling with words right now.
You certainly have grown. Well, you're not a little kid anymore. You seem to have gotten stronger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, teachers helps a lot. I thought I was alone. Well, teacher says I'm never alone, but
it's nice to see someone else. And she starts shaking.
Amora just reaches for Mary and hugs her. Who's your
Clings and hugs.
what's your teacher's name so I may thank them properly?
I'm currently under another teacher. Her name is Sister and Carmen. They're both paladins.
What was the stuff before the sister?
I'm currently under other teachers, but I can't remember my teacher's name. He doesn't come around often.
Oh. Well, what's he look like?
Tall, not bald, very strong. The memories are fuzzy. But I want to be like him when I get bigger.
Well, hopefully when Kirish finally decides to get his act together and pick up his shit and get a move on, maybe we can run into him.
Maybe. I think you would like Sister and Carmen.
I'm hoping.
They're very nice. Karen is kind of scary, but Sister's also.
Right,
Little
Kirish.
Ole.
Go ahead.
Little Ole's gonna come back in with a glass of water. It's half spilled, but he's managed to get it back.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, little one.
Happy to help. Can I join in on hug?
And
Sure.
Doug just pushes himself.
She makes room. Right, Kirish. Well, we have 2 little ones. So, if it would be...
Congratulations.
I hope she realizes that she's talking to no one.
I
Mary
figured-
finds it.
They turned it off.
I figured she would turned it back on by now, after saying Kirish.
Mary's turned it back on.
So, Kirish, there are 2 little ones up here. They are both scared as hell. So, if you would be so inclined to do as they say, and so we can all get the hell out of here, I need to thank one of their teachers for saving the last surviving member of my village.
Does anyone else not see anything too fantastic about these? Amora just happens to bust in there and...
Irish, if you don't look at that mirror, I'm coming over there and forcing your head to look at it.
I am not going to be the reason that we all die.
I think he needs an interview.
Ole, we don't talk about death like that.
I really wish I could understand you.
Basically, the just going, he's gonna die, he's stupid.
Maybe if you try speaking
Figure.
slower?
Okay, I'll try that.
Can us 3 be released? We did our part.
So, Mary's like rubbing her face. Generally, how many are there of you?
Well, from what I've heard, I think Kark's done his part as well, and I know Bert has. So,
Mhm.
3 of us, 4 if you count a familiar that's not mine, but is following me.
Sadly, 4 people need to. It's normally 4 people go in, 4 people come out.
Gosh.
Why are we even in here?
You walked into a room that you just. You walked into a room without actually trying to call out somebody, even though you were terrified because we accidentally brought you along when we were coming home. And then you started threatening and yelling about trying to destroy the place that we're living in because you think we're something bad, when it was an actual accident.
I accidentally teleported you with us when we were coming back from town, and I am very sorry.
So you're
Hello?
having a child cast your magic now.
No, it's not my mark.
She's a new magic caster, Kirish. Doesn't quite
also-
understand everything.
Ole is a.
Sorry if I'm
Oh.
not buying this shit.
That's quite fine. Okay.
All
I'm
right.
going to die. I'm going to die down
I,
here.
I think Karen might be able to get in, but she is not going to be happy that 4 people just
Question.
wanted- but
Question: if we end up here for his lifespan and he dies, can those of us who are still alive be released?
I'm not sure. No one's died.
I'm not plotting murder. It's just as an elf, I'm going to probably outlive him. I just need to make future plans.
Rhea!
Honestly, since normally paladins have the initiative to go through and actually know what they're about to face, but you guys don't know this whole situation. I think we might have to get one of the paladins to come in and pull you all out if Mr. Baldy, sorry, what was his name?
Kirish.
Kirish.
Okay, if Mr. Irish could just comply.
He's just standing
Mr.
there with this blank ass look on his face, like what the
If Mr.
fuck am I
Irish, it just
listening
cuts back
to?
to him. He's got like the typical leprechaun outfit on now.
Kirish, will it help
Fucking
you sage your
papa.
fears if you see the whatever is going on at work at first hand? Will that save you?
Maybe you can get a kiss from Mrs. Hugh. You get out.
I swear.
Her face goes beets red and she like puffs out her cheeks like shut the hell up.
Kiss's age going to motivate him, but oh wait, no, I can't say that in front of the kids.
I'll cover Orly's eyes. I'm 19.
Ah, that's fair enough. Kirish, you'll probably get to Copperfield if you get out. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I hate every single one of you. Alright, fine, I'm looking at the dumb
Oh
thing.
my god, that actually did
Fact
motivate.
or fear?
Oh.
Better look out, miss.
Correct,
Not
you're
shit
correct.
If it isn't
Kids do
actually.
motivate everything.
Hmm.
Kids.
You know.
Fact or fear?
Oh, you know what? Fear.
What is
Let's
Kirish's fear?
Kirish's?
Being in here.
I don't know, you tell me.
No, like you tell me what it is, and
know.
you tell me what it is, and I will narrate it.
Not how this works.
It worked for the other three. Tell me baseline, and I will build off of that.
God. Fear.
Oh, guys, unfortunately, I have to check out early.
Oh dear God.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no worries.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Age, what the hell?
Talk to you guys.
Night night, Bert.
Good night.
Yeah, have a good one, dude.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
And I
We could just chuck like Bert into one of the beds.
What was I gonna? Oh, so him not having purpose after everything is said and done.
Kirish, you look into the mirror with a very pissed off face, and it warps, and the castle is empty. You stand around with Gondra, the Dark Ruler lies permanently dead. You all leave, you go back to your homes, and you're just sitting at home. Doing nothing. Not contacting anybody. doing the basic needs for survival. Lux gives you small comfort. And you just see the years fly by. Same day, different shit. Don't have anything to do. Not even a hobby. You see generations come and go. And as your deathbed comes, before a dark-robed figure kneels beside your deathbed and raises out her hand, "It's time to come home, my child." You look at her and say, "I have done nothing all my life." And the scene fades to black. And the mirror spiderwebs and breaks.
Okay. Garrett's just left a little confused.
Look, that's my interpretation of having no purpose after all this is said and done.
Oh, just like all the excitement and everything just like dies down, and it's like, well, now what did I do?
You still need one more.
Ugh. Fine. Oh god, which one's left?
The ones that do not have a yellow strike on it.
That one?
It's like 2 down here near me.
Very well.
You make your way down. And...
I was counting it out, sorry.
No, you're good. Since you're the last one left, go ahead and put yourself there.
Whee!
Jesus, okay. Going through bookshelves. There is dust upon this mirror. Do you clear it off?
Yes.
Do you look at your reflection?
Yes.
Fact or fear?
Sure.
It should have been double.
Fact.
The scene warbles, and let's see. You are sitting at home. A younger version of yourself sitting at home. And you hear the screams of your people. You rush out, ready to fight. Meanwhile, it's almost like you waited an hour as the undead have swarmed your village. You see none other than Ash leading the army. He's not actively participating in the destruction. He's just standing there watching. And you notice, upon closer investigation, because you've seen this twice now. Once, when you actually lived it, and two, when you got your memories back. Yes, the Horde flooded your village. And you have seen Ash before, but you only saw him there. You didn't see him giving a swift punt to an undead that got too close to him, or a wing slap to another one. You didn't see him somewhat helping. And as he occasionally punts, swats, and stabs a few undead, the scene fades. The mirror spiderwebs and then cracks. And everybody gets that warbly effect as they are now teleported into a different room. What room were they in, Pidge?
They're in the bedroom. The resting zone.
Which one? There's 6 different rooms.
Oh god, fuck. Hang on, I just got shit myself. They probably would have been in the middle top.
And, I'm gonna have to edit this back. Before the scene fades, you actually see, Kirish, you see an Illumian child hanging onto Ash. And you realize he's swatting the undead away as they get too close because he's protecting the child. And then the scene turns to black. And Pidge, you'll have to say that room name again.
Okay, top
Bedroom.
middle room.
The top which one?
Not with
Top
the kids.
middle.
Top middle?
Middle.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Clear reveal. And you are all placed in a purple carpeted room with a classic bed, chest, a desk, some statues, like toys being played with. And then in the corner, on one side, you see a door is completely busted through. And you see Amora resting with her back against the wall, using her wings as backrests for 2 small ones. A very little itty-bitty child and one that's older. Finally glad you listened to reason.
Yeah, now we get to kiss her.
Yes, I must be living in a different dimension because just listening to anyone who teleports you into a magical room that's indestructible, you definitely want to listen to them. Do whatever they say.
So,
Yes.
Kyrish, you see this smaller form with Amora step up. It looks like a little elf with draconic features. And they're shaking as they look up at you and say,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was trying to get home.
and he's like clearly shaking but trying to be brave.
Wait,
Amora holds the tiny one closer to her.
an elf.
It doesn't really look like an elf. It's more...
Humanoid elf. It's because with the draconic features, it is morphing his facial features.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
special type.
But given the mixture of that kind of thing, given what we found out before, would I be getting any kind of vibes from this? Given Eddie is also, draconic and elven mixed feature stuff.
Hold on. You can definitely tell that Annie and this little one look nothing alike. She looks like an elf with a skin condition. Meanwhile, this one looks like Voldemort, but with scales and elf ears. Let me pull up a picture of a draken for you real quick.
So, you two were just trying to get home here faster and accidentally caught us in your spell.
Little one just trying to show confidence and like nodding.
Are we stealing Gula?
The little one tries to answer and just like looks through the other two, to Mary and Amora.
Yes, we are still in the vast desert of Gula.
Why were you take to teleport home then? Like, could you not just walk home?
No,
Little one shakes head.
I have little legs. I can't walk far.
Mary sort of chuckles. He's trying to learn his magic and is very determined to learn it.
That's fair. I mean, pretty much when all this is said and done, I'm pretty sure I know where school's going to open back up for that, but that's neither here nor now.
Mary seems conflicted with something she wants to say, but she sort of like glances to Amora. Ollie was... How do I say this without... She's sort of like glancing side to side thinking. He's one of the recent orphans that was brought here, by my teacher, if I remember. He was born in the Black Mountain? Black Halls? Death Halls?
Oh,
Yeah. So he's very different. I don't really know how to explain it, but a sister, Paladin, she is fierce about protecting him. She was ordered to make sure that he doesn't get taken back. If that makes sense.
and how long have you been here?
Well, I've been here since everything.
How long's he been here, should I say?
He's currently 5. He was brought here. Is he 5? His age is hard to know. Sister says he's just a baby, but it's hard to tell.
What is Sister's name?
Sister. That's all I know her by.
What does she look like?
I know she's an elf, just like your friend there. I've only seen her face a couple of times, but she's usually just heavily armored. She's got really long hair. She's really sweet too when she's not training us.
Ria, this sparks something in the back of your head. You remember Nisana calling one of her very close friends sister.
Right.
She's quite loud when she wants to be.
That sounds familiar.
You might know her. I'm not too familiar with elves knowing each other. Mary kind of shrugs, confused.
My sister, she used to have a close friend that always went by the name Sister.
Yeah, she has like a big sword.
Sounds like
It was
her.
built with one hand. She's pretty scary in battle. I've seen her fend off some of the wildlife. I don't want to be wildlife.
Would the sister have been one of them that went along with the troop with Nisana?
She's one of the
Back when
few that
Nisana
came.
didn't return?
She's one of the few that came back.
And did she stay in Ilia?
She did.
I think I know where she may be.
It'd be nice to see you. She's
Uh,
been away for a little while now.
She must
And
be
she said
traveling
she was on
between. She must be traveling between here and Ilia.
maybe?
I mean, Ilia is her home village, like it is mine.
Ah, okay.
But if she
Hmm.
saved him from Death's Hall, she must also probably know what's happened to the cellar. What's happened to any.
Maybe she was delivered. Or Ole. Ole was Mary is very much trying to remember details, but she seems to be struggling. She was told to protect him after Teacher dropped him off to her. He seemed very, very determined for Ole to stay safe. I think that's what it was.
I see.
And I feel like she would burn down and cut down everyone in her way if Ole was in danger. She sort of glances at Kyrish.
That sounds like her.
Yeah.
One of the first to try and defend our village when he attacked.
If you can
She-
find her, that'd be great.
Well, we were planning on heading to Ilia. If we don't cross paths with her on the way, we may find her there herself.
Well,
She sort of falls silent for a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck her stay.
Would we cue Sister in?
Probably not sister. Karen though.
Okay.
I think sister would be in a bit later.
Alright. Let's see. Okay. As you are talking, one of the doors that are not destroyed swings open. And Amora looks, sees the person, stands up, and she pushes Mary behind her, kind of using a wing to shield, and she holds Ollie closer to her and wraps the wing around the other child.
Anybody else wanna react, or do I just go straight for it?
She'll have her hand on the hilt of her blade, but given that she knows now that they're in Gula, she feels a bit safer with the situation.
Okay. Seat up. Fucking dead.
Pretty much.
Okay. At the doorway there is a very, very large lizard folk, fully armored. Their hand almost encapsulates a good portion of the door frame, probably about almost a full foot width. They are hunched over, just peering in at the group before them. What's this? They just utter. Ole just looks absolutely ecstatic upon this lizard folk's presence.
Kirish,
Are we...
you recognize this woman as Bartok's sister. Korik, there's something oddly familiar about this woman. You can't place it, but, your horny drivedness is coming very hard into play. At seeing Ollie's reaction to the lizard lady, she gently puts him down on the ground, forming a more casual stance instead of a defensive stance.
Ollie just skitters over and just clings to the large lizard folk's leg.
Hello, Karin. I made friends by accident.
See who are. And Karin just slowly turns to look around the room.
I am Ria from Ilia. This is Korik, Bert, and Kairish.
Karin seems to just tilt the head here in Korik. Small one, familiar. Gold one, familiar. Winged one, not familiar. Ria, not familiar. Do need rest. Seem tired.
We should be fine.
Hope children not cause problem.
I am Amora, and just... no problem, just a bit of a scare.
See. Seem troubled. Anything can help with.
Well, other than getting back into the city, I'd like to know the name of these children's teacher. The tall one, as Mary put it.
Karin actually visibly stiffens.
I want to thank him. Or her.
You cannot thank.
Why?
Has chosen other path, but keep children safe.
She looks very confused.
Sister will tell all. And Karin actually seems agitated, although her face is mostly expressionless. Not want talk of man would eat him.
Man. Huh. Guess we're gonna have to wait and try and get the answers from Sister then.
As the group stands in this confused environment, the scene fades to hell.
We're in hell?
Shit. I'm trying to think of. I always forget the name of the house. We travel. Where did we say we put the house? Near, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go back to Mir. Not the destruction of the town, but far off to where the town isn't even visible. And there's a large group of children playing. And a tall, dark figure. No. Some kids enter a room with an ashen gray pedestal in the middle. And they set many packages upon it. And once they tap on it twice, the pedestal emits a portal underneath and the clothes gently sink down. And once the last package has finished sinking down, the portal closes and it opens back up on the dining room table where the packages reappear. The dining room table of where Gondra is staying at, waiting for them to be opened. That was everybody's favorite part of the episode.
Honestly, the bomb realm explosion was fucking funny.
Mooning the mirror was good.
That moment when I slowly realized I don't want to have to do an escape room with Kyrish. Right, I think I may know there's a riddle here. We need to try to solve the riddle. Yeah, but I'm going to pull everything off the walls and just throw them to the other side to see if that helps. Look, we technically escaped. They threw us out, but that's another way to escape. We've done it. Victory.
I completely understand. Sorry.
Aside from that, would be Ria's emotions fully coming to light about the idea of the potential inevitable fate of she will outlive Sage at some point.
You chose fear for that. That doesn't mean it's gonna come true.
There's a possibility that Sage may end up finding some magic to increase her lifespan, but it's a likelihood.
T-Dad, what about yourself? He was currently in the kitchen.
That was his favorite part.
I had made all of these maps because I was gonna have you go in them, and basically whoever poked their head through a door first would roll a d8, and that would discern where they would go. And then I saw that you had gotten to the attic first, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, the attic, and I'm like, okay, this should go quick. And then I realized that not everyone was gonna, like, join the mirror bandwagon, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is gonna take fucking forever. Okay, we're just gonna skip all this shit.
I remember having the biggest fear of it, the case of, yes, we all managed to do it. Wait, there's more mirrors here than there are people. Darling, slowly turn your head and look at yourself in the mirror.
Well, the original plan was to have it while you were traveling, so we didn't know, like, how many NPCs you were gonna bring in with you, but I'm like, let's speed this up. We did a lot of speeding up.
Yeah. I was a little nervous about bringing in more characters, like, on my second session of joining, so my apologies if that takes, like, fucking forever.
It's like,
No, it's alright, because it gives Ash in-game time to heal from the bullshittery. But at least we don't have to plan as much for next time. We can just pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But... Keyed up, you back?
I do hope that you're like the little one and Mary. Or Lay and Mary. Playing Olay is actually quite fun.
I'm still laughing at the fact that the one line went over everyone's heads.
Yup.
Just to think of, Gyrish, we've got kids here. Congratulations!
She rephrased that shit real quick.
And wait until you actually meet the rest of the kids. God.
Right, we may not be able to beat the Dark Lord ourselves, but we could train up the next generation to do it for us.
Oh, if only you knew.
Alright, let me go see what he's doing so we can wrap this up quickly. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
I accidentally hit my unmute button. I forget that switches my mics on the thingy. But I think my favorite part was Kirish's bullheadedness.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with him being suspicious.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't have fucking trusted it either.
I mean, especially given it's the same day that we had the Ash encounter.
Yeah, just a few
And-
hours later.
Especially given Rhea's line of, yeah, something tells me we're going to encounter someone with similar sounding voices in the future, and we're going to have to be careful about that.
And then he
A
says,
couple of
like,
hours later, 2 kids with that voice. Oh, you're trying this trick. Well, until we see you kids, we think it's a trap. Gets our points through, sees kids. It's not a trap. Or is it?
It was an accidental trap.
Yeah, sir. Okay, so like the actual story behind it, since Olaya couldn't really explain since tiny, he was trying to use teleport. But since he's a Draken, I'm actually using wild magic stats. Had no training.
That
So we
explains it.
accidentally dragged the entire party along. And he's just like, ah!
Like, the place they're in now is, Ole's safe space where he's just like, I'm done with people, fuck all this shit, I need some time to myself.
And Mary has to go with them because small child.
And then, because they were gonna go like, okay, let's go back home now. They were trying to go to their original home in Mir, but no, they just teleported other people.
Yep. Instead of going the more distance, they brought more people.
Yeah.
So that's why Mary was just like, oh god. Okay, I have to handle this.
Right, we're
And
gonna
then
have to
Carl-
lead. We're gonna have to guide these four out. Luckily, they seem smart enough. Hopefully, they shouldn't take. Oh, okay.
Oh god.
One of them's destroying our library.
So it's actually, if unlikely, but if the library gets revisited and actually read, it has quite a good amount of information that'll be found out at a later stage.
Just gotta clean it the fuck up.
Yeah.
But
Because like I'm also currently on holidays, which is why my mic quality is shit. Like I'm sitting at a tiny little desk, but it's a good holiday.
Thank you all so much for watching. We hoped you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like down below and comment on what was your favorite part of the episode. Don't forget to scratch that subscribe button and hit the bell so that way not only are you notified of when the next episode comes out, but you don't have to go searching all of YouTube to find said episode. We all hope you're having a good one, and we will see you next week.
Yippee.
Whee!
Why am I just reminded of that one video now that I saw on Twitter? I'm trying to remember what it was called. Anyway, goodbye.
Bye bye.
Dima
Before I
out.
keep us all here for ages. You're like a friggin' video